The difference between explosive growth and slow death isn't your product, but your strategy. In a hyper-competitive world where 90% of startups fail and market leaders can vanish overnight, mastering powerful business strategies isn't optional. It's survival. This piece unpacks the most battle-tested, high-leverage strategies used by industry giants and disruptive challengers alike. You'll discover what actually moves the needle and how to wield these tools with precision. Employee ownership is a way of sharing the business with the people who work in it. It means that employees do not just work for the company, they own a part of it. This can make them feel more connected, more responsible, and more motivated. In this story, we will explore different models of employee ownership. We will look at how they work, their benefits, and their challenges. We will also share real-life examples to show how these models have been used in various businesses. Employee ownership is when employees have a stake in the company they work for. This can happen in different ways. Sometimes employees own shares directly. Other times, a trust holds the shares on behalf of the employees. There are also cooperatives, where employees collectively own and manage the business. The idea is simple. When employees are owners, they care more about the company's success. They are more likely to work hard, stay with the company longer, and think about the long-term future. One common model is the Employee Stock Ownership Plan, or ESOP. In an ESOP, a company sets up a trust fund. The company contributes new shares of its own stock or cash to buy existing shares. These shares are then allocated to individual employee accounts. Employees usually do not pay for these shares. Instead, they earn them over time, based on their salary and years of service. When employees leave the company, they receive their share of the stock, which the company buys back at its fair market value. ESOPs can be a powerful tool for employee engagement. They give employees a direct financial stake in the company's success. However, they also come with challenges. Setting up an ESOP can be expensive and complex. It requires careful planning and ongoing management. Another model is the Employee Ownership Trust, or EOT. This model is common in the United Kingdom. In an EOT, a trust holds a controlling stake in the company on behalf of all employees. The trust ensures that the company is run for the benefit of its employees. EOTs can be a good option for business owners looking to retire. They can sell their shares to the trust, ensuring that the company remains independent and employee-owned. Employees benefit from profit sharing and have a say in how the company is run. However, EOTs also require careful planning. The trust needs to be well managed, and the company must have a strong culture of employee involvement. Worker cooperatives are businesses that are owned and democratically controlled by their employees. Each worker has an equal vote in decision-making, regardless of their role or seniority. Profits are shared among the workers, often based on hours worked or salary. Worker cooperatives can create a strong sense of community and shared purpose. They can be especially effective in small to medium-sized businesses. However, they also require a high level of commitment and collaboration among employees. Mondragon Corporation in Spain is one of the world's largest and most successful worker cooperatives. Founded in the 1950s, it now includes over 100 cooperatives in industries ranging from manufacturing to finance. Mondragon operates on principles of democratic governance, profit sharing, and solidarity. Employees are members of their cooperatives and participate in decision-making. The corporation also has a system of internal support, where stronger cooperatives help weaker ones. Mondragon shows that worker cooperatives can be successful on a large scale. However, it also highlights the importance of strong governance and a shared culture. Publix Supermarkets is one of the largest employee-owned companies in the United States. It operates through an ESOP, where employees earn shares over time. Publix has consistently ranked as one of the best places to work, with high employee satisfaction and low turnover. The company's success shows how employee ownership can lead to strong performance and a positive workplace culture. However, it also requires ongoing investment in employee development and engagement. Employee ownership can bring many benefits. It can increase employee engagement, reduce turnover, and improve company performance. Employees who are owners are more likely to go above and beyond, think long-term, and collaborate with their colleagues. Employee-owned companies often have stronger cultures of trust and transparency. They may also be more resilient during economic downturns, as employees are more committed to the company's success. Despite its benefits, employee ownership also comes with challenges. Setting up ownership structures can be complex and costly. Companies need to ensure that employees understand their roles as owners and are prepared to participate in governance. There can also be financial risks. If a company performs poorly, employees may see the value of their shares decline. It's important for companies to manage these risks and communicate openly with employees. For companies considering employee ownership, it's important to start with a clear plan. This includes choosing the right ownership model, setting up governance structures, and educating employees about their roles and responsibilities. Companies should also consider their culture and readiness for employee ownership. A strong culture of trust, collaboration, and transparency is essential for success. Employee ownership is a powerful model that can transform businesses and empower employees. By sharing ownership, companies can create more engaged, committed, and motivated workforces. While there are challenges, the potential benefits make it a compelling option for many businesses. As we've seen through various models and case studies, employee ownership can take different forms, each with its own advantages and considerations. The key is to find the model that best fits the company's goals, culture, and employees. Overall, employee ownership is about more than just shares and profits. It's about creating a sense of shared purpose, responsibility, and success. It's about building businesses where everyone has a stake in the outcome and a voice in the journey. In the evolving landscape of digital marketing, micro-influencers have emerged as pivotal players. Unlike traditional celebrities or macro-influencers with massive followings, micro-influencers typically have audiences ranging from 1,000 to 100,000 followers. Their strength lies in their niche focus and the authentic connections they foster with their audience. Micro-influencers are individuals who have cultivated a dedicated and engaged following around specific interests or niches. Their content often resonates deeply with their audience, leading to higher engagement rates compared to their macro counterparts. This authenticity makes them valuable partners for brands aiming to reach targeted demographics. For businesses, especially those operating in niche markets, collaborating with micro-influencers offers several advantages. Engaging micro-influencers is often more budget-friendly than partnering with high-profile celebrities. Due to their close-knit communities, micro-influencers often achieve better engagement metrics. Their recommendations are perceived as genuine, leading to increased trust and conversion rates. Establishing a network of micro-influencers requires strategic planning. Aligning brand values with influencer content ensures authenticity. Setting expectations and providing guidelines helps maintain brand consistency. Utilizing analytics tools to assess campaign performance and ROI is crucial. Let's see some examples here. Tooth of the Arrow. This hunting equipment company leveraged micro-influencers to penetrate a niche market. By collaborating with 35 influencers over 3 months, they achieved over $10,000 in referral sales, demonstrating the efficacy of targeted influencer partnerships. Blueland. After appearing on Shark Tank, Blueland utilized micro-influencer marketing to scale their Amazon sales, achieving a 13x return on investment. This approach not only boosted sales, but also generated valuable user-generated content for further marketing efforts. While micro-influencer marketing offers numerous benefits, businesses should be aware of potential challenges. Managing multiple influencer relationships can be resource-intensive. Ensuring consistent brand messaging across various influencers requires diligent oversight. Quantifying the direct impact of influencer campaigns can be complex and necessitates robust tracking mechanisms. Micro-influencer networks represent a powerful tool for businesses aiming to connect authentically with targeted audiences. By understanding their dynamics and implementing strategic partnerships, brands can harness their potential to drive engagement and growth. In the traditional linear economy, the process is straightforward. Extract resources, produce goods, consume, and dispose. This model, while effective in the short term, has led to significant environmental degradation, resource depletion, and economic inefficiencies. Recognizing these challenges, businesses and policymakers are increasingly turning to the circular economy model, a regenerative approach that emphasizes resource efficiency, waste reduction, and sustainable growth. The circular economy is an economic system aimed at eliminating waste and the continual use of resources. It contrasts with the traditional linear economy by emphasizing the reuse, repair, refurbishment, and recycling of existing materials and products. This approach creates a closed-loop system, minimizing resource inputs and reducing environmental impacts. Products are designed with their end of life in mind, ensuring they can be easily disassembled, reused, or recycled. Emphasizing durability, reuse, remanufacturing, and recycling to extend the life cycle of products. Enhancing natural capital by returning valuable nutrients to the soil and other ecosystems. By reusing materials and reducing waste, companies can significantly lower production costs. Embracing circular principles can lead to innovative product designs and business models, setting companies apart in the market. Reducing dependency on finite resources minimizes exposure to volatile commodity prices and supply chain disruptions. Demonstrating a commitment to sustainability can improve brand image and customer loyalty. Transitioning to a circular model involves several strategic steps. Developing products that are modular, durable, and easy to repair or recycle. Shifting from product ownership to service-based models such as leasing or product as a service. Working closely with suppliers and partners to ensure materials are sourced sustainably and can be reclaimed or recycled. Educating and incentivizing customers to return products for reuse or recycling. Mud Jeans. This Dutch company offers a Lease a Jeans program, allowing customers to lease jeans and return them for recycling, promoting a closed-loop system in the fashion industry. Celsa Group, a European steel producer that utilizes scrap metal as its primary raw material, achieving a 95.1% recovery rate for production waste and significantly reducing CO2 emissions. Recycle, an Indian digital platform that connects waste generators with recyclers, facilitating efficient waste management and promoting circular practices across various sectors. Decathlon. The French sporting goods retailer has implemented repair workshops, buyback schemes, and rental options to extend product life cycles and reduce waste. While the circular economy offers numerous benefits, businesses may face challenges such as transitioning to circular models may require significant upfront investments in new technologies and processes. Changing consumer habits and preferences can be challenging, necessitating effective communication and education strategies. Navigating varying regulations and standards across regions can complicate the implementation of circular practices. The circular economy represents a paradigm shift in how we produce and consume goods. As awareness grows and technologies advance, more businesses are expected to adopt circular principles, leading to a more sustainable and resilient global economy. In the early days of commerce, businesses often relied on external partners for various stages of production and distribution. This dependence sometimes led to inefficiencies, increased costs, and quality inconsistencies. Recognizing these challenges, some companies began to explore the concept of vertical integration, a strategy where a company takes control over multiple stages of its production or distribution processes. Vertical integration involves a company expanding its operations into different stages of production within the same industry. This can be categorized into two primary types. Backward integration. This occurs when a company acquires or merges with its suppliers. For instance, a car manufacturer purchasing a tire company to ensure a steady supply of tires. Forward integration. This happens when a company moves closer to the end consumer by acquiring or establishing distribution channels. An example would be a farmer opening a retail store to sell produce directly to consumers. Companies are drawn to vertical integration for several compelling reasons. By controlling multiple stages of production, companies can reduce costs associated with intermediaries. Having oversight over the entire production process ensures consistent product quality. Owning suppliers or distributors can mitigate risks associated with supply chain disruptions. Integrated companies can respond more swiftly to market changes, offering them a competitive edge. Several companies have successfully implemented vertical integration strategies. Apple designs its hardware and software, manufactures components, and operates its retail stores. This integration ensures a seamless user experience and tight quality control. Tesla manufactures many of its vehicle components in-house, and sells directly to consumers, bypassing traditional dealerships. The fashion retailer Zara controls its design, production, and distribution, allowing it to respond rapidly to fashion trends. While vertical integration offers numerous benefits, it also presents challenges. Acquiring or establishing new operations requires significant financial resources. Managing diverse operations can lead to increased complexity and potential inefficiencies. Being tied to specific operations may limit a company's ability to adapt to market changes. Before pursuing vertical integration, companies should assess several things, ensuring that the new operations align with the company's strengths. Understanding if integration will provide a competitive advantage in the current market landscape. Being aware of antitrust laws and regulations that may impact integration efforts. As markets evolve, the relevance and application of vertical integration may shift. Technological advancements, changing consumer preferences, and global economic factors will influence how companies approach integration. Firms must remain agile, continuously evaluating the benefits and drawbacks of integration in their specific contexts. Vertical integration is more than a business strategy. It's a journey towards greater control, efficiency, and alignment with company goals. While it offers numerous advantages, it requires careful planning, significant investment, and ongoing management. By understanding its intricacies and potential pitfalls, businesses can make informed decisions that align with their long-term objectives. Decentralized finance, or DeFi, is reshaping the financial landscape by offering an alternative to traditional financial systems. Built on blockchain technology, DeFi enables peer-to-peer transactions without intermediaries, providing greater accessibility and efficiency for businesses. DeFi integration involves incorporating decentralized financial services into existing business models. This can include lending, borrowing, asset management, and payment processing, all facilitated through smart contracts on blockchain platforms. By doing so, businesses can enhance transparency, reduce costs, and access a global market. DeFi platforms like Aave offer lending services where businesses can secure loans without traditional credit checks. This is particularly beneficial for startups and SMEs that may face challenges obtaining financing through conventional means. DeFi enables faster and cheaper cross-border transactions. By eliminating intermediaries, businesses can process payments in real time, enhancing cash flow and operational efficiency. Through DeFi, businesses can tokenize real-world assets, such as real estate or intellectual property, allowing for fractional ownership and increased liquidity. DeFi can streamline supply chain financing by automating processes and providing transparent real-time data, reducing the risk of fraud and improving trust among stakeholders. While DeFi offers numerous advantages, businesses must also navigate certain challenges. The regulatory environment for DeFi is still evolving. Businesses must ensure compliance with local and international laws, including anti-money laundering and know your customer regulations. Smart contract vulnerabilities and hacking incidents pose significant risks. It's crucial for businesses to conduct thorough audits and implement robust security measures. Integrating DeFi solutions requires a certain level of technical knowledge. Businesses may need to invest in training or partner with experts to effectively implement these technologies. Centrifuge is a DeFi platform that focuses on bringing real-world assets into the blockchain ecosystem. By tokenizing assets like invoices and real estate, Centrifuge enables businesses to access financing without traditional banks. This approach provides liquidity to businesses that might otherwise be underserved by conventional financial institutions. DeFi integration presents a transformative opportunity for businesses to enhance financial operations, access new markets, and drive innovation. While challenges exist, careful planning and strategic implementation can help businesses harness the full potential of decentralized finance. Hybrid monetization is a strategy that combines multiple revenue streams to maximize earnings and enhance user experience. This approach is particularly effective in digital businesses, where user preferences and behaviors vary widely. At its core, hybrid monetization involves integrating various monetization methods within a single platform or service. These methods can include in-app advertisements, in-app purchases, subscriptions, sponsorships, affiliate marketing, and pay-to-download models. By diversifying income sources, businesses can reduce reliance on a single revenue stream and cater to a broader audience. Implementing a hybrid monetization model offers several advantages. Combining multiple revenue streams can lead to higher and more stable earnings. Users have more flexibility in how they engage with the platform, choosing between free ad-supported options or premium ad-free experiences. Businesses can adjust monetization strategies based on market trends and user behavior, ensuring long-term sustainability. Several companies have successfully implemented hybrid monetization strategies. Spotify offers both a free ad-supported version and premium subscriptions. This model has attracted a wide user base, with over 180 million paid subscribers as of Q2 2024. Additionally, Spotify's investment in podcasting has contributed to a significant increase in advertising revenue. Airbnb combines web and mobile technologies to cater to both hosts and travelers. Features like dynamic pricing and localized experiences have enhanced user engagement and increased revenue. HubSpot utilizes a hybrid SaaS model with tiered features, seat-based pricing, and optional add-ons. This approach allows businesses of all sizes to customize their experience based on specific needs. To effectively implement a hybrid monetization strategy, businesses should, first, analyze the audience, understand user preferences and behaviors to tailor monetization methods accordingly, and then choose the right mix. Select monetization methods that align with the target audience and business goals. And last, test and optimize. Continuously monitor performance and make adjustments based on data-driven insights. While hybrid monetization offers numerous benefits, businesses must also navigate certain challenges. Ensuring that monetization strategies do not detract from the user experience is crucial. Implementing multiple monetization models increases the complexity of development and maintenance. Compliance with data privacy regulations is essential, especially when utilizing ad-based monetization. Hybrid monetization is a powerful strategy for businesses aiming to diversify revenue streams and enhance user engagement. By thoughtfully integrating multiple monetization methods, companies can create a more resilient and adaptable business model. Neuroscience-backed marketing, often termed neuromarketing, delves into understanding how the human brain responds to marketing stimuli. By examining neural and physiological responses, businesses can craft strategies that resonate more deeply with consumers. Neuromarketing combines neuroscience with marketing to study consumers' sensorimotor, cognitive, and affective responses to marketing stimuli. Techniques such as functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, electroencephalography, EEG, and eye tracking are employed to gauge reactions to advertisements, product designs, and branding elements. This approach provides insights beyond traditional surveys and focus groups, revealing subconscious preferences and aversions. By analyzing brain responses, companies can determine which advertisements elicit the desired emotional reactions, leading to better engagement and recall. Understanding sensory preferences allows businesses to design products that align with consumers' subconscious desires, enhancing appeal and satisfaction. Neuromarketing can reveal how consumers perceive value, aiding in setting prices that feel fair and attractive. Coca-Cola's Share a Coke campaign. By personalizing bottles with common names, Coca-Cola tapped into consumers' emotions, leading to increased sales and brand engagement. Lululemon's fabric research. The company used neuroscience to understand how different fabrics affected consumers' feelings, leading to product designs that enhanced comfort and appeal. While neuromarketing offers valuable insights, it also raises ethical questions. Manipulating subconscious preferences can lead to concerns about consumer autonomy and informed decision-making. It's crucial for businesses to balance effectiveness with ethical responsibility. Integrating neuroscience into marketing strategies allows businesses to connect with consumers on a deeper level. By understanding the subconscious drivers of behavior, companies can create more impactful and resonant marketing campaigns. Community-driven product development is a way of creating products by involving the people who will use them. This approach values the ideas, feedback, and experiences of users throughout the development process. It is not just about making something for people, it is about making something with them. In traditional product development, companies often rely on internal teams to design and build products. They may conduct market research or surveys, but the actual users are usually not deeply involved. In contrast, community-driven development invites users to participate actively. They can suggest features, test prototypes, and share their thoughts at every stage. This method has several benefits. First, it helps ensure that the product meets real needs. Users can point out problems or suggest improvements that designers might overlook. Second, it builds a sense of ownership and loyalty. When people contribute to creating a product, they are more likely to support and promote it. Third, it can lead to more innovative solutions. Diverse perspectives can spark new ideas and approaches. One example of community-driven development is the company Duolingo. They started with a few language courses created by their team. To expand, they invited volunteers to help build new courses. This community of contributors helped Duolingo grow rapidly, offering many languages and reaching millions of users. Another case is the beauty brand Glossier. They engage their customers through social media, asking for feedback on products and ideas for new ones. This close relationship allowed them to create products that resonated with their audience and to respond quickly to concerns. For instance, when customers disliked a change in a product formula, Glossier reverted to the original version. Community-driven development is not limited to digital products. Local Motors, a vehicle manufacturing company, used a co-creation approach. They invited designers and engineers from around the world to contribute ideas and designs. This collaborative process led to innovative vehicles and attracted partnerships with major companies. In summary, community-driven product development is a collaborative approach that involves users in creating products. It leads to solutions that better meet user needs, fosters loyalty, and encourages innovation. By working together, companies and communities can build products that truly serve their intended audience. Outcome-based pricing is a way of setting prices based on the results delivered. Instead of charging for time or materials, businesses charge for the value they create. This approach aligns the interests of both the provider and the customer, fostering a partnership focused on achieving specific outcomes. For instance, in the manufacturing industry, companies like Hitachi Rail have adopted outcome-based pricing models. Hitachi's compensation is linked to the performance and efficiency improvements their rail solutions provide to customers. This model ensures that Hitachi is incentivized to maintain high-quality service and performance, as their revenue depends on it. In the software sector, companies like Riskified, an e-commerce fraud prevention provider, use advanced algorithms to assess transaction risks in real time. They charge only for successfully approved, fraud-free transactions. This model incentivizes Riskified to continually improve its algorithms and deliver value, as the company only profits when its solution effectively prevents fraud and increases sales. Outcome-based pricing offers several advantages. First, it incentivizes high-quality business performance. Connecting the fee to the quality of the end product forces providers to take direct responsibility for the results they deliver, ensuring customer needs are prioritized and met at all times. Second, it differentiates businesses in a competitive market. Outcome-based pricing can serve as a unique selling proposition, guaranteeing additional value or convenience unavailable to customers elsewhere. Third, it reduces customer churn rates. By aligning the provider's success with the customer's ability to achieve their own goals, it demonstrates a commitment to delivering real, measurable value, a guarantee impossible through more cost-focused price models. However, implementing outcome-based pricing also presents challenges. Defining and measuring outcomes can be difficult. For outcome-based pricing to work, both the company and customer must agree on what constitutes success and how it will be measured. There is a risk of variable revenue streams. With outcome-based pricing, companies may face fluctuating or uncertain revenue streams. If customers do not achieve the desired outcomes, the company may receive less or no payment, affecting cash flow and profitability. Data collection and analytics are essential. Implementing outcome-based pricing requires robust data collection and analytics capabilities. Companies need to track and measure outcomes continuously, often through sophisticated monitoring systems. Establishing trust and communication with clients is crucial. Outcome-based pricing relies on a high degree of transparency and partnership. Clients need to trust that the provider is accurately measuring and reporting outcomes. In summary, outcome-based pricing is a customer-centric approach that aligns the interests of providers and customers by tying compensation to the achievement of specific results. While it offers significant benefits, including incentivizing high performance and differentiating businesses in the market, it also requires careful implementation and management to address potential challenges. Imagine a package that talks, not with words but with signals. It tells you where it is. It tells you how it feels. It even tells you if it is safe or if something is wrong. This is not science fiction. This is the power of smart packaging with the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things, or IoT, is a network where objects connect and share data. These objects can be as small as a sensor inside a box. When this sensor sends information through the internet, the package becomes smart. It can watch over the goods inside it. It can help businesses keep their products safe and fresh. It can improve the way companies work. Think of a food delivery. The food needs to be fresh. If the temperature changes, the food might spoil. A smart package with IoT can track the temperature and send alerts if it rises too much. This way, the business can act quickly. They can stop waste and keep customers happy. This is why smart packaging is gaining attention. It changes simple containers into active participants in the supply chain. The packaging no longer just holds a product. It becomes a communicator and protector. Smart packaging with IoT has many parts. First, there is the sensor. It detects changes like temperature, humidity, or movement. Then there is a tag or a chip. This chip stores data and sends it to the internet. Finally, there is the cloud, or a data system. It receives the information and makes sense of it. For example, a company shipping medicines needs to keep the drugs at a certain temperature. If the medicine gets too warm, it might lose its power. Using smart packaging with IoT, the company can monitor each shipment. They get real-time updates on the condition of the packages. This helps them ensure that patients receive safe and effective medicine. The business benefits of smart packaging are huge. It helps reduce loss and damage. It improves transparency. Customers trust products that are monitored. It also helps companies follow rules about safety and quality. A study by the Packaging Technology and Research Journal showed that companies using smart packaging saw a 30% drop in product loss during transport. This means more products reach the customer in good condition. The company saved money and gained loyalty. Another important factor is the environmental impact. Smart packaging can reduce waste. By knowing exactly how long a product stays fresh, companies can avoid throwing away good products too early. This saves resources and helps the planet. The technology also creates new ways to connect with customers. Imagine scanning a package with your phone. The package could show you where it came from. It could tell you the story of how the product was made. This creates a personal bond between the brand and the buyer. It adds value beyond just the product inside. There are challenges too. Smart packaging costs more than regular packaging. Businesses need to find the right balance between cost and benefit. Also, the technology needs to be simple and reliable. If it is hard to use or breaks easily, it loses value. Privacy is another concern. When packages send data, there must be rules about who sees it and how it is used. Businesses need to protect customer information carefully. Case studies can show the impact clearly. One example is the wine industry. High-end wine bottles are expensive and need careful handling. A smart label can monitor temperature and humidity throughout shipping. If the wine is exposed to heat, the label alerts the producer. This protects the quality and reputation of the brand. In the food industry, companies use smart packaging to fight counterfeiting. A sensor or a unique tag can confirm that the product is genuine. This helps customers avoid fake goods that might be unsafe. Smart packaging with IoT is still growing. New materials and smaller sensors are making it easier to use. Experts predict that in the next decade, almost every product will have some form of smart packaging. This will change how we buy and use products. In conclusion, smart packaging with IoT is a quiet revolution. It turns ordinary packages into smart helpers. It protects products, saves money, builds trust, and connects brands with customers. For businesses, it opens new doors to innovation and growth. Imagine a world where ideas are gifts freely given. where people from different places come together to build something better. This is the heart of open source innovation. It is about sharing knowledge and tools. It is about creating together without walls or fences. It is about building a future where everyone can join. The word open source comes from software. It means the source code, the original recipe of a program, is open to everyone. Anyone can look at it, use it, and change it. This is different from closed systems, where only one company owns the recipe. Open source invites many minds to improve and innovate. But open source is not just for software. It is a way of thinking. It is a method for innovation. It can be applied to many fields, from hardware design to medicines, from education to manufacturing. At its core, open source innovation is about collaboration. People share what they know. They work together. They build tools that others can use. This makes progress faster. It makes solutions better. It breaks barriers that slow down creativity. For businesses, open source innovation brings a new kind of power. It allows companies to use shared resources. It lets them avoid reinventing the wheel. They can focus on adding value instead of building from scratch. One of the greatest stories of open source innovation is the Linux operating system. In the early 1990s, Linus Torvalds released Linux as a free and open project. Hundreds of programmers worldwide joined in. They fixed bugs. They added features. Today, Linux runs much of the internet, from phones to supercomputers. This success shows how open collaboration can create world-class products. The benefits for businesses go beyond cost savings. Open source encourages transparency. When a company uses open source tools, its customers can trust that the product is reliable and secure. This builds confidence. Open source innovation also drives creativity. When people see how a product works, they can improve it. This freedom leads to more ideas. More ideas mean more chances for breakthroughs. Take the story of Mozilla Firefox. It began as an open source project to create a better web browser. Developers and users around the world helped shape it. The project grew because it invited everyone to contribute. This openness allowed Firefox to become a strong alternative to large companies' browsers. It showed that open source can compete at the highest level. Open source innovation changes the way companies think about competition. Instead of hiding ideas, companies share them. They create communities. These communities become centers of knowledge and progress. But open source is not without challenges. Managing contributions from many people requires clear rules and leadership. Quality control is important. Companies must ensure that open source projects meet standards. This takes effort and care. There are also concerns about how to make money from open source. If the product is free, how do businesses earn? The answer lies in services, support, customization, and building trusted brands. Many companies have succeeded by offering expert help around open source products. Red Hat is a great example. It built a business around Linux by providing support and training. This model shows that open source can be both free and profitable. Open source innovation also promotes fairness. It lowers barriers for small businesses and startups. New companies can use powerful tools without large costs. This levels the playing field and encourages new players to enter the market. From a business knowledge perspective, open source encourages learning. When you can see how something is made, you understand it better. This deep knowledge is a foundation for growth and innovation. There are many ways open source innovation spreads. Online platforms like GitHub allow people to share code and ideas easily. These platforms build global communities. People learn from each other and grow together. Open source innovation is also influencing hardware. Projects like Arduino and Raspberry Pi offer open designs for electronics. This allows inventors and companies to create new products faster and cheaper. In healthcare, open source is helping develop affordable medical devices and medicines. This can improve access and save lives. In the future, open source innovation will grow even more. As businesses face complex challenges, collaboration and sharing will be key. Open source will become a natural part of how companies create value. In summary, open source innovation is a story of generosity and teamwork. It is a business tool that unlocks creativity, reduces costs, and builds trust. It opens doors to a new way of working where everyone can be a part of progress. In the vast world of business, reaching people has always been a challenge. There are many messages flying around every day. People's attention spans are short. They do not want to spend too much time reading long articles or watching long videos. They want quick, clear, and useful information. This is where micro-content marketing comes in. It is a way to connect with people through very small pieces of content. These small pieces are easy to consume. They are fast to read or watch. They deliver value quickly. The goal is to make a strong impact with very little time or effort from the audience. Micro-content marketing is like a conversation. Imagine talking to someone briefly but meaningfully. You share a thought, an idea, or a helpful tip. The other person understands you quickly and remembers what you said. This is what micro-content does. It communicates fast and leaves a mark. Why is micro-content marketing so important now? The answer lies in how people use technology. Smartphones, social media, and the internet have changed the way we consume information. People scroll through their feeds in seconds. They like short videos, catchy images, and quick messages. Long content often gets ignored. Many business experts agree on this trend. For example, the book Content Chemistry by Andy Crestodina explains that people want content that fits their busy lives. They want value without a long wait. Similarly, Made to Stick by Chip Heath and Dan Heath tells us that simple, clear, and brief messages are easier to remember. Micro-content marketing fits perfectly into this need. It gives businesses a chance to be seen and heard in a crowded space. It helps brands build trust by sharing small, helpful pieces often. Over time, these small pieces add up to a big relationship with customers. This kind of marketing can take many forms. It can be a short social media post, a quick video, a memorable image, a catchy quote, or a brief how-to tip. Each piece is designed to do one thing well: capture attention and deliver value fast. Many companies use micro-content to keep their audience engaged daily. They know that consistent small messages work better than rare long messages. When people see useful content often, they start to trust the brand. This trust leads to loyalty and eventually sales. In the next parts, we will explore how to create great micro-content. We will look at the types, benefits, challenges, and best practices. We will also study some examples to understand how real businesses succeed with micro-content marketing. For now, remember this. Micro-content marketing is a way to speak to busy people in their fast-moving world. It respects their time and meets their needs. It is small but powerful, and it is changing the way businesses connect with their customers. To understand micro-content marketing well, it helps to look back. The idea of sharing information in small pieces is not new. Humans have always communicated with brief messages. Think of ancient storytellers or merchants calling out quick offers in markets. These short messages caught attention fast. But in the modern business world, content marketing took a big step forward with the rise of the internet. In the early days, companies focused on creating long articles, detailed blogs, and full websites. They wanted to tell their whole story in one place. This was called content marketing. Content marketing was powerful. It helped businesses educate customers, build brand identity, and show expertise. Books like Content Inc. by Joe Pulizzi explain how businesses grew by sharing useful long-form content. Companies published in-depth guides, white papers, and videos that took time to create and consume. However, as the internet evolved, so did people's habits. The explosion of social media changed the game completely. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and later TikTok made it easy to share very short pieces of information. Users wanted quick updates, fun images, and fast entertainment. This shift meant that traditional long-form content was no longer the only way to connect. Micro-content marketing grew out of this change. It became a natural response to shorter attention spans and busier lives. The small pieces of content matched the fast pace of scrolling through social feeds. Marketing experts noticed this change and started to study it closely. Research from the Journal of Marketing highlights how attention is the most valuable currency today. People decide in seconds whether to engage or move on. Micro-content fits perfectly into this brief window of opportunity. At the same time, mobile technology made micro-content even more important. Smartphones allow people to check messages anytime and anywhere. Quick content fits into moments like waiting in line or riding a bus. Businesses realized they could reach people in these small moments through micro-content. Another key moment came with video content. Short videos became extremely popular because they are easy to watch and share. Platforms like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok specialized in micro videos. These videos often last less than 1 minute, but can have huge impact. Micro content is now a critical part of many companies' marketing strategies. It works alongside long-form content, not replacing it, but complementing it. Think of long-form as a deep conversation and micro content as quick greetings throughout the day. Both are important. In the book Everybody Writes by Ann Handley, the author encourages marketers to write clearly and briefly to meet today's readers' needs. This advice fits perfectly with micro-content. Writing short, meaningful messages is an art that businesses must learn. So, micro-content marketing is not just a trend, it is an evolution. It reflects how technology and human behavior have changed together. It gives businesses a way to stay relevant and connected in a noisy, fast world. Micro-content is everywhere. It comes in many shapes and sizes. Each type has its own way of grabbing attention and sharing a message quickly. One common form is the social media post. These are short texts or images shared on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. A post might be a quick tip, a motivational quote, or a photo with a simple message. Businesses use these posts to connect with followers every day. Another popular form is short videos. As mentioned before, these videos usually last from a few seconds up to 1 minute. They can show how to use a product, share a customer story, or entertain viewers. Many brands create fun and easy-to-watch videos to engage people quickly. Images and graphics are also important micro-content. A colorful infographic, a meme, or a product photo can say a lot in just one glance. These visual pieces often get shared widely because they are easy to understand and attractive. Quotes or short statements are simple but powerful micro-content. A company might share a customer testimonial or a key fact about their product in just one sentence. These bite-sized messages build trust and interest. Emails can also include micro-content. Instead of long newsletters, many businesses send short updates or offers that can be read in seconds. This keeps customers informed without overwhelming them. Another example is headlines or titles. These small phrases grab attention and invite people to learn more. A great headline can make someone stop scrolling and read the full story or watch a video. Micro-content works best when it fits the platform and audience. For example, a professional network like LinkedIn prefers informative and clear posts. Instagram is great for beautiful images and quick stories. TikTok thrives on creative and fun short videos. Many businesses mix these types to create a full micro-content strategy. They share small pieces every day across different channels. This steady stream of content keeps the brand fresh in people's minds. To understand how micro-content helps businesses, let us look at some examples. The clothing brand Nike uses short motivational quotes and images on Instagram to inspire followers. These posts connect with people's emotions and encourage them to stay active. Nike's micro-content supports their larger brand story of strength and determination. The food company Oreo shares quick, fun videos showing creative ways to eat their cookies. These videos are light-hearted and easy to watch. They build excitement and shareable moments. A business software company might post short tips on LinkedIn about improving work productivity. These tips are practical and helpful. They show expertise and invite people to trust the company's knowledge. These examples show how micro-content can be simple but effective. It does not need to be complex or long to make a difference. The key is to be clear, relevant, and consistent. Micro-content marketing is more than just a trend. It offers many important benefits that help businesses succeed in today's fast world. Let's explore these advantages one by one. First, micro-content respects people's time. In our busy lives, few have the patience to read long articles or watch long videos. Micro-content is quick to consume. It fits into short moments like waiting for a bus or during a coffee break. This convenience means people are more likely to engage with it. Second, micro-content grabs attention fast. Studies in psychology show that the human brain processes images and short texts much quicker than long paragraphs. According to research published in the Journal of Marketing Research, the first few seconds are critical to capture interest. Micro-content uses this short window effectively. Third, micro-content is easier to share. Social media platforms are designed for fast sharing. A short video, a striking image, or a clever quote can go viral quickly. When people share micro-content, it spreads the brand message far beyond its original audience. This organic reach is powerful and cost-effective. Fourth, micro-content helps build brand consistency. By regularly sharing small pieces of content, a business stays visible to its audience. Consistent presence creates familiarity and trust over time. According to the book Building Strong Brands by David Aker, repeated exposure to a brand's message strengthens brand loyalty. Fifth, micro-content is flexible and adaptable. Businesses can create many types of micro-content quickly and test what works best. If one style or topic does not connect well, it can be changed easily. This agility helps companies stay relevant in fast-changing markets. Sixth, micro-content supports larger marketing goals. While it is small on its own, micro-content can lead people to deeper engagement. For example, a short post can invite viewers to read a longer article or watch a full video. It acts as a doorway to more detailed content. Seventh, micro-content encourages interaction. Many pieces invite comments, likes, or shares. This engagement creates a conversation between the brand and its audience. Research shows that engaged customers are more likely to buy and recommend products. Eighth, micro-content is cost-effective. Creating long videos or detailed reports takes time and money. Micro-content, being shorter and simpler, can be produced more quickly and at a lower cost. Small businesses especially benefit from this advantage. Lastly, micro-content helps reach mobile users better. With more people accessing the internet via smartphones, quick and easy content fits their habits. Mobile-friendly micro-content increases the chances of being seen and remembered. In a case study published by the Content Marketing Institute, a company increased its social media engagement by 70% after shifting focus to micro-content. Their audience grew because the small pieces were easier to consume and share. Overall, micro-content marketing aligns perfectly with how people live and interact today. It respects their time, meets their preferences, and builds lasting connections. While micro-content marketing offers many benefits, it is not without challenges. Businesses need to understand these difficulties to use micro-content effectively. One challenge is standing out in a crowded space. Because micro-content is short and easy to create, many brands produce it. This creates a flood of small messages everywhere. It can be hard for any single piece to get noticed. To overcome this, businesses must focus on quality and creativity. Unique and meaningful micro-content captures attention better than generic posts. Another challenge is balancing brevity with meaning. Micro-content is short, but it still needs to deliver value. Sometimes, in trying to be brief, messages become too vague or unclear. Experts recommend focusing on one clear idea per piece. This clarity helps the audience understand and remember the message. Consistency is also a hurdle. Micro-content works best when shared regularly. However, creating fresh content every day can be tiring and time-consuming. Planning a content calendar helps businesses stay organized. Repurposing content across platforms can save time. For example, a short video can be adapted into a post or an infographic. A further challenge is measuring success. Because micro-content pieces are small, their impact can be subtle and spread out over time. It may be hard to track how each post contributes to business goals. Using analytics tools that measure engagement, reach, and conversions helps understand what works. Setting clear objectives for each piece guides better evaluation. Maintaining brand voice is another issue. With many short messages, it can be tempting to vary the tone or style too much. This inconsistency confuses the audience. Businesses should create guidelines for micro-content that define their voice, style, and key messages. This ensures all content feels part of the same brand story. Audience fatigue can also occur. Posting too often without enough value may annoy followers. It is important to focus on quality over quantity. Listening to audience feedback and adjusting content frequency keeps the relationship healthy. Another difficulty is creating micro-content that drives deeper action. Small pieces can grab attention but may not always lead to purchases or sign-ups. Including clear calls to action, like inviting people to learn more or try a product, helps move the audience along the customer journey. Finally, staying updated with platform changes is crucial. Social media and digital platforms often change their algorithms and formats. What works today may not work tomorrow. Businesses should keep learning and experimenting to stay effective. Making micro-content that works well is both an art and a science. It takes simple steps done thoughtfully to create big impact. Here are some best practices to guide your journey. First, know your audience deeply. Before creating any content, understand who you are speaking to. What do they need? What problems do they face? What kind of language do they use? When micro-content speaks directly to real needs, it feels meaningful and relevant. Second, focus on one clear message. Micro-content is too small to cover many ideas at once. Pick one idea, tip, or emotion to share. Keep your message simple and easy to grasp quickly. This helps your audience remember and act on it. Third, use visuals wisely. Images and videos capture attention faster than words alone. Bright colors, clean designs, and authentic photos draw people in. If possible, show rather than tell. A short demonstration or behind-the-scenes clip can connect more than text alone. Fourth, write with clarity and warmth. Use everyday words in a friendly tone. Avoid jargon or complicated phrases. Write as if you are talking to a friend. This makes your message welcoming and easy to read. Fifth, include a call to action. Even short content should guide the audience to the next step. This can be as simple as inviting them to visit a website, watch a longer video, or try a product. Clear directions help turn interest into engagement or sales. Sixth, keep content consistent. Use a regular schedule to post micro-content. This steady rhythm builds familiarity. Use similar colors, fonts, and tone to keep your brand identity strong. Consistency breeds trust and recognition. Seventh, optimize for each platform. Different channels have different rules and audiences. Tailor your content to fit the platform. For example, hashtags work well on Instagram but less so on LinkedIn. Short captions may succeed on Twitter but need more context on Facebook. Eighth, engage with your audience. Respond to comments and messages. Encourage sharing and feedback. Interaction builds community and loyalty. When people feel heard, they come back for more. Ninth, test and learn. Use analytics tools to track what content performs best. Try different formats, times, and messages. Learn from data and audience reactions to improve continuously. 10th, plan and prepare. Create a content calendar with ideas, themes, and posting dates. This helps avoid last-minute stress and keeps your micro-content fresh and relevant. Let us consider a case study to see these principles in action. A company selling fitness gear used these best practices to grow its online community. They posted short workout tips, motivational quotes, and quick videos showing product use. Their tone was friendly and encouraging. They replied to followers daily and adjusted content based on feedback. Within 6 months, their engagement doubled and sales increased by 30%. Creating effective micro-content is a journey. It requires patience, creativity, and attention. But the rewards, stronger connections, more trust, and business growth are worth the effort. Micro-content marketing is not a standalone tactic. It works best when it is part of a larger, well-thought-out marketing strategy. Think of it as small brushstrokes that contribute to a bigger masterpiece. At the core of any marketing strategy is understanding your brand story and your audience's journey. Micro-content supports this by reaching people in quick, meaningful ways throughout that journey. The customer journey has many stages: awareness, consideration, decision, and loyalty. Micro-content can play a key role at each step. During the awareness stage, micro-content grabs attention. Short, eye-catching posts introduce the brand or product to new audiences. A memorable quote, a helpful tip, or a striking image sparks curiosity. Next comes the consideration stage. Here, micro-content provides value and builds trust. Quick tutorials, customer testimonials, or problem-solving tips help people learn why the brand matters. These small pieces show expertise without overwhelming. In the decision stage, micro-content encourages action. Clear calls to action in short posts invite people to try a product, download a guide, or contact sales. Micro-content can nudge people gently toward purchase. Finally, in the loyalty stage, micro-content maintains relationships. Regular updates, exclusive tips, or thank you messages keep customers engaged and appreciated. This ongoing connection fosters repeat business and referrals. Micro-content also complements longer content forms. Long articles, detailed videos, and white papers take time to create and consume. Micro-content acts as a doorway or a teaser that leads people to these deeper resources. For example, a company might post a quick tip on social media that links to a full blog post. Or a short video might introduce a product, with a longer video explaining features. This layered approach meets people where they are. Another important aspect is integrating micro-content across channels. Consistent messaging on social media, email, websites, and even offline events creates a unified brand experience. When micro-content aligns with bigger campaigns, it reinforces key messages and themes. Marketing experts like Philip Kotler emphasize that consistency and repetition build brand equity. Micro-content, with its frequent small touches, is perfect for this task. Finally, micro-content supports data-driven marketing. Each small piece provides feedback through likes, shares, comments, or clicks. Marketers can use this data to refine their overall strategy, making it more targeted and effective. Imagine a market where no one controls the whole space. A place where buyers and sellers meet directly. No middleman takes a cut. No one can block the trade. This is what a decentralized marketplace promises. It is a new kind of market powered by technology, one that changes the way we trade goods, services, and even ideas. To understand decentralized marketplaces, we must first think about traditional markets. For hundreds of years, business happened in places like bazaars, stores, and later on, digital platforms. In every case, there is usually a central authority. This might be a store owner, a company like Amazon, or an auction site like eBay. They control the rules. They decide who can sell and who can buy. They take fees for connecting people. They also keep the data about all transactions. This central control brings some advantages. It helps build trust. It protects buyers from fraud. It makes it easier to solve disputes. But it also creates problems. Centralized marketplaces can be expensive. The middleman's fees add up. Sometimes sellers lose their connection to customers. The platform can change the rules anytime. It can block people or freeze accounts. It can use the data for its own profit. All this can reduce fairness and freedom. Many people feel uneasy about putting all power in one place. Now, what if there was a market without a boss? A place where people trade directly with each other. No one can stop them. No one takes the fees. No one owns the data. This is the promise of decentralized marketplaces. The idea is not new. It grew from the concept of decentralization itself. Decentralization means spreading out power instead of keeping it in one place. You can find decentralization in nature, politics, and technology. The internet itself was built to be decentralized. Early networks shared information without one central hub. But over time, big companies took control. What changed recently is the rise of blockchain technology. Blockchain is a kind of database that no one owns. It records transactions in a way that is transparent and secure. Each participant can see the record, but no one can change it without others agreeing. This makes trust possible even without a middleman. Bitcoin, the first cryptocurrency, showed that money can be decentralized. Later, people realized that the same technology could create marketplaces. These are called decentralized marketplaces. In a decentralized marketplace, the platform is not run by a company. Instead, it runs on a network of computers around the world. The rules are set by code, called smart contracts. These are programs that run automatically when conditions are met. For example, a smart contract can release payment only when the buyer confirms delivery. Because the marketplace is decentralized, no one can censor it. No one can ban users or block trades. There is no single point of failure. If one computer goes offline, others keep running. This increases security and resilience. One important feature is that users keep control of their data and funds. In traditional markets, money goes to the platform first. Here, money goes directly from buyer to seller through the smart contract. This reduces the risk of theft or fraud. But decentralized marketplaces are not just about money. They can trade digital goods like art, music, or even property rights. These can be represented as tokens on the blockchain. Non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, are a popular example. They are unique digital items that prove ownership on the blockchain. Let us look deeper at how decentralized marketplaces work. The first step is creating the platform. Unlike normal websites, decentralized marketplaces use blockchain networks. Popular ones include Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, or Solana. These blockchains support smart contracts. Developers write smart contracts to handle buying, selling, bidding, and payment. Once deployed, the code runs automatically. It cannot be changed without consensus. This creates trust through transparency. Buyers and sellers connect their digital wallets. Wallets are software that hold cryptocurrencies and tokens. They also sign transactions securely. This means users control their funds at all times. When a seller lists an item, the information is stored either on the blockchain or on decentralized storage systems like IPFs. Buyers browse the listings and interact directly with the smart contracts. When a deal happens, the smart contract moves the money from buyer to seller. It can also hold funds in escrow until both sides confirm the trade. This reduces fraud and increases trust. Decentralized marketplaces are not perfect. They face challenges. One is speed. Blockchains can be slow compared to normal websites. High fees during busy times can make trading expensive. Also, user experience can be complex. New users find it hard to manage wallets and understand gas fees. Security is also a concern. While blockchain is secure, smart contracts can have bugs. If code is faulty, funds can be lost. This means audits and careful development are essential. Despite these challenges, decentralized marketplaces have unique benefits. They give power back to users. Sellers keep more profits without middleman fees. Buyers enjoy fairer prices. The market is open to everyone without gatekeepers. This can encourage innovation and competition. Another benefit is censorship resistance. In some countries, centralized platforms block certain products or users. Decentralized markets cannot be shut down easily. This can help freedom of trade and expression. Decentralized marketplaces also create new business models. For example, users can earn tokens for participation or reputation. Communities can govern the platform by voting. This creates a shared ownership model. To understand better, let us look at some real-world examples. OpenSea is one of the largest decentralized marketplaces for NFTs. Artists and collectors trade digital art. The platform runs on Ethereum. Buyers and sellers connect wallets and trade directly through smart contracts. OpenSea charges a small fee, but sellers keep most of their earnings. Another example is Origin Protocol. It aims to create decentralized marketplaces for physical goods and services. It lets anyone build a marketplace without a central company. Sellers list items and buyers pay using cryptocurrencies. The platform ensures trust through smart contracts. Another notable platform is Rarible, where users trade digital collectibles. Rarible also allows users to vote on platform changes. This creates a decentralized governance model. The rise of decentralized marketplaces also ties to the broader trend of the Web3 movement. Web3 refers to the next generation of the internet based on decentralization. It promises to give users control over their data and digital identity. Decentralized marketplaces are a core part of this vision. Businesses and entrepreneurs should watch these developments closely. Decentralized marketplaces offer new ways to reach customers. They reduce costs and increase transparency. They open opportunities for global trade without borders. However, moving to decentralized marketplaces requires new skills. Understanding blockchain, managing digital wallets, and learning smart contract basics are important. Also, businesses must think about legal and regulatory questions. Since decentralized markets operate across countries, rules can be unclear. To conclude, decentralized marketplaces represent a powerful shift in how we trade. They reduce dependence on middlemen. They put control back into the hands of users. They create more open, fair, and resilient markets. While challenges remain, the potential benefits are immense. As the world moves toward digital transformation, decentralized marketplaces are likely to become more common. They may change not only business, but also how we think about ownership, trust, and cooperation. This new way of doing business invites everyone to participate on equal terms. It offers a glimpse into a future where markets are truly free, fair, and accessible to all. Imagine a business that anyone can start. A business that needs very little money. A business that is simple to run. A business that can grow step by step. This is the promise of micro-franchising. Micro-franchising is a new way of thinking about business. It comes from the idea of franchising, but it is much smaller and more accessible. It is a way to bring entrepreneurship to people who never had the chance before. People in small towns, rural areas, or low-income communities. To understand micro-franchising, we need to first understand franchising itself. Franchising is a business model where one company allows others to use its name, products, and systems. The franchisee pays money and follows rules. In return, the franchisee gets support and a proven way to do business. Examples are famous fast food chains or retail stores. Franchising works well for large companies. It helps them grow quickly without owning every store. It helps new business owners start with less risk. But traditional franchising needs big investment. It needs skilled managers. It is not easy for very poor or uneducated people. Micro-franchising changes that. It takes the idea of franchising and makes it small and simple. It creates tiny business units that are easy to start and run. It uses proven business models but adapts them to the local reality. The goal is to create jobs and income for people who need it most. Micro-franchising started growing in the 2000s. It became popular among development agencies and social entrepreneurs. They saw it as a tool to fight poverty. They saw it as a way to build small businesses with low risk. A key feature of micro-franchising is affordability. The cost to start is very low, often just a few $100s or less. This makes it accessible to many people. Another feature is simplicity. The business model is easy to understand and follow. Training is short and practical. This suits people who have little formal education. Micro-franchising also offers support. The franchisor or the parent organization provides training, marketing help, supplies, and sometimes financing. This support helps the micro-franchisee succeed. It reduces the chance of failure. One important part is standardization. Even small businesses benefit from having clear systems and processes. This ensures quality and customer satisfaction. It builds trust in the brand. It also makes it easier to train new franchisees. Micro-franchising can be found in many sectors. Food and beverages are common. Street food vendors or small restaurants. Health services like clinics or pharmacies. Agriculture, such as seed and fertilizer sellers. Retail, like small convenience stores. Even services like repair shops or mobile phone charging stations. The beauty of micro-franchising is that it fits the local context. It is flexible enough to adapt to cultural and economic differences. For example, a micro-franchise in a village in Africa may sell different products than one in a city in Asia. Now let us look at how micro-franchising works in practice. Suppose a woman in a small village wants to start a business. She has little money and no experience. A micro-franchise organization offers her a chance to open a small food stall. The organization provides the recipes, the equipment, and training. The woman follows the simple steps to prepare and sell the food. She pays a small fee or shares profits with the organization. Over time, her business grows. She can hire helpers. She can save money for her family. She can even open another stall. This story is not rare. Many people have changed their lives through micro-franchising. It creates opportunities where none existed. It empowers people to be their own bosses. There are important benefits of micro-franchising. First, it reduces risk. Since the business model is tested, new franchisees have a higher chance of success. They avoid common mistakes. They get support. This is different from starting a business alone with no help. Second, it creates jobs. Micro-franchisees often hire local workers. This helps communities. It stimulates local economies. Third, it builds skills. Franchisees learn business management, customer service, and technical skills. This knowledge can help them in future ventures. Fourth, it increases access to goods and services. Micro-franchises can bring quality products to remote areas. This improves living standards. Fifth, it encourages savings and investment. Successful micro-franchisees save money and reinvest in their business. This creates a cycle of growth. However, micro-franchising also faces challenges. One challenge is financing. Even small investments may be hard for poor people. Microcredit and flexible loans are sometimes needed, but access to these funds is not always easy. Another challenge is training and education. Some franchisees may struggle with literacy or technical skills. Training programs must be adapted to local needs. Market access can be a problem. Small businesses need customers. In poor or isolated areas, demand may be low. Franchisees need help finding and keeping customers. Maintaining quality and standards is also hard. Because micro-franchises are spread out and small, monitoring can be difficult. The franchisor must find ways to ensure consistent service. Now we will look at some real examples of micro-franchising. These stories help us see how theory works in practice. One famous example is the Indian brand called Amul. Amul started as a small cooperative of dairy farmers. It grew into a huge brand through a network of small milk producers and sellers. While not a pure micro-franchise, it shows how small-scale business units can work together under a common brand. Another example is a program called Living Goods in East Africa. Living Goods trains local people to sell health products door to door. They use a micro-franchise model. The sellers get training, supplies, and support. This helps improve health outcomes while creating income for sellers. Another story comes from Bangladesh. A company called Grameen Danone Foods developed small yogurt production units owned by local entrepreneurs. The micro-franchisees produce and sell healthy yogurt in their communities. This created jobs and improved nutrition. In Latin America, a company called Tecnosol creates solar energy micro-franchises. Local entrepreneurs sell and install solar panels. This brings electricity to off-grid communities. It also creates sustainable income. These examples show how micro-franchising can work across sectors and countries. The key is adapting to local needs, finding simple business models, providing strong support. Micro-franchising is not only good for entrepreneurs, it is good for investors and governments. Investors see micro-franchising as a way to build sustainable businesses with social impact. Governments support micro-franchising to reduce poverty and increase employment. The future of micro-franchising looks promising. Technology is helping. Mobile phones and digital payments make it easier to operate small businesses. Online training and support reach more people. Data collection helps improve programs. Social enterprises and impact investors are paying more attention to micro-franchising. They see it as a tool for inclusive growth. At the same time, micro-franchising will continue to evolve. New models and sectors will emerge. Partnerships between public, private, and non-profit organizations will grow. The goal is to create more opportunities for people everywhere. In summary, micro-franchising is a small seed with big potential. It takes the power of franchising and makes it available to everyone. It creates simple, affordable, and supported businesses. It helps people earn income, build skills, and improve communities. It reduces risk and spreads opportunity. While challenges remain, the impact is real and growing. For businesses, micro-franchising offers a new way to expand and innovate. For entrepreneurs, it opens doors that once were closed. For society, it offers a path towards shared prosperity. Micro-franchising is a story of hope, growth, and empowerment. It is a gentle revolution that brings the dream of business ownership to many more people. It is a powerful tool for building a better world, one small business at a time. Imagine a world where companies succeed not just by making money, but by solving social problems. A world where business growth and community well-being go hand in hand. This is the idea behind shared value initiatives. It is a way for business and society to benefit at the same time. Shared value initiatives are more than corporate social responsibility. They are a new way of thinking about how companies can compete and grow. Instead of seeing social issues as costs or obstacles, companies look for opportunities to address them. They create economic value while also creating social value. To understand shared value, we need to go back a few decades. For many years, businesses thought their main job was to maximize profits for shareholders. Social issues were the responsibility of governments or non-profits. Companies gave money to charity or ran programs to improve their image. This was called corporate social responsibility, or CSR. CSR often focused on giving back. It was about donations, volunteering, or fixing harm. While this was good, it was sometimes seen as a side activity. It was not connected to the core business. It did not change how companies operated. Shared value changes that story. It was popularized by Harvard professors Michael Porter and Mark Kramer in 2011. They argued that companies could create economic success by addressing social problems that intersect with their business. They called this creating shared value, or CSV. Shared value is about finding business opportunities in social needs. It means redefining products and markets to serve unmet social needs better. It means improving productivity in the value chain by addressing social and environmental challenges. And it means building supportive local clusters of suppliers, partners, and communities. This approach helps companies grow by unlocking new sources of revenue and reducing costs. At the same time, it improves lives by creating jobs, raising incomes, improving health, or protecting the environment. It is a win-win. One way to see shared value is through three main areas of opportunity. The first is reconceiving products and markets. Companies innovate new products or services that meet social needs. For example, low-cost health insurance for poor families or affordable clean energy for remote villages. The second is redefining productivity in the value chain. Companies improve how they make or deliver products by addressing social or environmental issues. For instance, reducing energy use, improving worker safety, or sourcing materials more sustainably. The third is enabling local cluster development. Companies invest in the communities where they operate. They help build suppliers, infrastructure, and skills that benefit both the business and the local economy. This framework helps companies focus on areas where business and society overlap. Let us explore some examples to understand better. Nestlé is a famous case. The company launched a shared value initiative called the Nespresso AAA Sustainable Quality Program. It works with coffee farmers to improve the quality and sustainability of their coffee. Nestlé provides training, tools, and financial support to farmers. This helps farmers increase yields and income. At the same time, Nestlé gets better coffee for its products. The shared value is clear. The company grows its business while improving farmers' lives. Another example is GE's health initiatives. GE developed portable ultrasound machines for low-income countries. These machines are affordable and easy to use. They help doctors diagnose health problems in places with little access to medical equipment. GE opens new markets and improves healthcare at the same time. Unilever is also known for shared value. The company's sustainable living plan focuses on reducing environmental impact while growing brands. For example, Unilever's Lifebuoy soap campaigns promote hand washing to reduce illness. This creates demand for soap while improving public health. Shared value initiatives do not happen by accident. They require a shift in strategy and mindset. Companies must see social issues as part of their core business. They must work across departments and with outside partners. They need new metrics to measure both social and business impact. Measurement is critical. Traditional business success is measured by profit and loss. Social success is harder to measure. Shared value calls for new tools and indicators. Companies use social return on investment, impact metrics, and stakeholder feedback to guide decisions. Shared value also demands collaboration. No company can solve big social problems alone. Partnerships with governments, non-profits, and communities are key. These partnerships bring knowledge, resources, and trust. Implementing shared value is not easy. It faces challenges. One challenge is the short-term focus of many businesses. Shared value often needs long-term investment and patience. Another is the complexity of social problems. Solutions require innovation and flexibility. Companies also need to align incentives. Business leaders and employees must believe in the shared value vision. This requires communication, leadership, and culture change. Despite challenges, many companies find shared value rewarding. It opens new markets, reduces risks, and builds stronger reputations. It creates loyal customers and motivated employees. It helps companies stand out in a crowded market. Let us now look at how shared value impacts different industries. In agriculture, shared value initiatives help small farmers increase productivity and access markets. Companies provide seeds, training, and finance. This improves farmer incomes and product quality. It creates stable supply chains and new products for companies. In energy, companies develop affordable and clean energy solutions for underserved communities. This expands access and reduces environmental impact. It opens new business opportunities in rural and emerging markets. In finance, banks develop microfinance products for poor customers. They offer savings, credit, and insurance tailored to needs. This promotes financial inclusion and creates new customer segments. In technology, companies develop digital tools for education, health, and agriculture. These tools improve access and outcomes. They create new markets and user bases. A notable case is Danone's partnership with the Grameen Bank in Bangladesh. Danone created a joint venture called Grameen Danone Foods. The goal was to produce affordable yogurt to improve nutrition in poor communities. The business helped local farmers supply milk and created jobs for entrepreneurs. This initiative generated profit while addressing malnutrition. Another story is that of Intel in Costa Rica. Intel invested in local education and infrastructure to build a skilled workforce. This helped Intel grow its operations and boosted the local economy. It was a clear example of local cluster development. Shared value initiatives can also improve environmental sustainability. Companies reduce waste, conserve water, and use renewable energy. These actions reduce costs and environmental risks. They improve brand reputation and compliance. An example is Walmart's efforts to reduce energy use and waste in its stores and supply chain. Walmart saved money and reduced its carbon footprint. It worked with suppliers to improve sustainability. In health, companies develop affordable medicines and health services. They reach underserved populations. This improves health outcomes and creates new markets. The shared value approach is not limited to large companies. Small and medium enterprises can also benefit. They can innovate to meet social needs and improve their communities. Shared value creates a pathway for inclusive business growth. Many governments and international organizations support shared value. They encourage business to play a role in sustainable development. They provide frameworks, incentives, and partnerships. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals align well with shared value. Companies use these goals to guide their strategies and measure impact. Technology plays a big role in shared value today. Digital tools help companies reach new customers and provide better services. Data analytics improve decision-making and impact measurement. Mobile phones enable financial inclusion and health services. Social entrepreneurship overlaps with shared value. Both focus on solving social problems through business methods. Shared value often involves large companies. Social entrepreneurs are usually smaller startups or non-profits. The future of shared value is bright. As social and environmental challenges grow, companies must adapt. Shared value offers a path to innovate and lead. It helps build trust with consumers and society. It prepares companies for a more sustainable world. To build successful shared value initiatives, companies should follow some key steps. First, identify social issues that intersect with their business. Second, develop business models that create economic and social value. Third, collaborate with stakeholders. Fourth, measure and communicate impact. Fifth, learn and improve continuously. Leadership is crucial. Leaders must inspire and commit to shared value. They must integrate it into strategy and culture. They must allocate resources and remove barriers. Employees also matter. Engaging employees builds commitment and ideas. Customers and communities provide feedback and support. Shared value changes how we think about business purpose. It moves beyond profit to include purpose and impact. It challenges companies to be part of the solution. In conclusion, shared value initiatives represent a new frontier for business. They offer a way to grow profitably while making the world better. They create opportunities in social challenges. They build stronger companies and healthier communities. For business leaders, shared value means seeing beyond short-term gains. It means investing in long-term relationships and innovation. It means working with others for shared success. For society, it means welcoming business as a partner for progress. It means more jobs, better products, and cleaner environments. Shared value initiatives show that business and society do not have to be in conflict. They can thrive together. This is a hopeful vision for the future, a future where business creates value that is shared by all. In business, loyalty is precious. It is the trust and repeat interest of customers. Loyalty helps companies grow steady and strong. But today, loyalty means much more than just a repeat purchase. It means connection, value, and experience. It means a web of relationships that grow and thrive together. This web is what we call a loyalty ecosystem. Loyalty ecosystems are changing how companies think about their customers. They move beyond simple points or discounts. They build rich networks of engagement. They create communities. They offer experiences. They foster lasting bonds. To understand loyalty ecosystems, we start with loyalty itself. Loyalty is old. Since trade began, buyers returned to trusted sellers. Businesses rewarded repeat customers with better service or gifts. This was the beginning of loyalty programs. In modern times, loyalty programs became popular in the mid-1900s. Airlines started frequent flyer miles. Retailers offered points for shopping. These programs grew fast. They rewarded customers for spending more. They tracked buying habits. For many years, loyalty meant points, rewards, and tiers. Customers earned points to redeem gifts or discounts. Businesses used data to understand customer preferences. But this approach had limits. Customers grew tired of the same offers. They valued experiences over points. They sought meaning and connection. Enter the loyalty ecosystem. It is a new model. It connects customers, brands, partners, and technologies in one system. It creates shared value for all players. It goes beyond transactions. It creates relationships and communities. A loyalty ecosystem is like a living organism. It has many parts working together. Brands join forces with partners. They share data, rewards, and goals. Customers gain access to a wide range of benefits. They feel part of a larger story. This approach benefits everyone. Customers get more value. Brands gain deeper insights and loyalty. Partners expand their reach. The entire ecosystem grows stronger. One key idea behind loyalty ecosystems is collaboration. No single company can meet all customer needs alone. By teaming up, brands offer richer experiences. For example, a travel company might partner with hotels, restaurants, and car rentals. Customers earn and use loyalty points across all these services. This adds convenience and value. Technology plays a vital role. Digital platforms connect participants in real time. Mobile apps make it easy to earn and redeem rewards. Data analytics personalize offers and experiences. Artificial intelligence helps predict customer desires. Let us explore the components of a loyalty ecosystem more closely. First, the customers are at the center. They are not just buyers, but participants. They interact with brands, share feedback, and spread word of mouth. They value relevance and authenticity. Second, the brands create value propositions. They design offers, experiences, and messages that resonate. They foster trust and engagement. Third, the partners broaden the ecosystem. These may be other businesses, service providers, or community groups. They contribute complementary products and services. This creates a richer offering. Fourth, the technology platform integrates all elements. It manages data, rewards, communication, and analysis. It ensures smooth interaction. Together, these elements create a dynamic system. It evolves as customer needs and market trends change. It adapts to new opportunities and challenges. Why are loyalty ecosystems important today? The business landscape is more competitive. Customers have many choices and high expectations. They want personalized experiences and meaningful engagement. They want brands that understand them. Loyalty ecosystems respond to these demands. They build long-term relationships that go beyond price and product. They create emotional bonds. Research shows that loyal customers spend more and are less likely to switch. They become brand advocates. They help companies save marketing costs. Companies with strong loyalty ecosystems enjoy higher customer lifetime value. They can cross-sell and upsell more effectively. They gain valuable customer insights. Now, let us consider some real-world examples to bring the concept alive. A famous example is the airline industry. Airlines have long used loyalty programs, but many have evolved into ecosystems. Take the example of Emirates Skywards. Emirates partners with hotels, car rentals, credit card companies, and retailers. Customers can earn and spend miles in all these places. The program offers tiered status with exclusive benefits like lounge access and priority boarding. The ecosystem creates a seamless travel experience and deep loyalty. Another example is Starbucks Rewards. Starbucks uses its app to build a loyalty ecosystem. Customers earn stars for purchases that can be redeemed for drinks or food. The app also offers personalized promotions, mobile ordering, and payment. Starbucks partners with music platforms, delivery services, and charity programs. This creates a lifestyle ecosystem, not just a coffee loyalty program. In the retail sector, Sephora's Beauty Insider program shows how ecosystems work. Sephora partners with beauty brands, influencers, and events. Customers earn points to redeem exclusive products and experiences. Sephora uses data to personalize recommendations and offers. The ecosystem creates a sense of community and belonging. Let us also look at a case from financial services. American Express built a loyalty ecosystem around its credit cards. Cardholders earn points that can be used for travel, dining, and shopping. Amex partners with merchants, airlines, hotels, and entertainment providers. The company uses data to offer personalized experiences and protections. The ecosystem adds value for customers and partners alike. Building a loyalty ecosystem requires careful design and management. Companies must balance rewards, costs, and customer expectations. They must protect customer data and privacy. They must foster trust through transparency. Trust is the foundation. Customers must believe that their information is safe and used fairly. They must feel that loyalty programs reward them genuinely. Technology helps build this trust. Secure platforms, clear communication, and easy access matter. Customers should control their data and preferences. Another key success factor is relevance. Offers and experiences must match customer interests and needs. Personalization and segmentation help achieve this. Companies analyze data to tailor messages and rewards. Engagement is also vital. Loyalty ecosystems encourage interaction beyond purchases. This may include social media, events, or content. Customers become active participants. Flexibility and innovation keep ecosystems fresh. Companies must adapt to trends and customer feedback. They may introduce gamification, partnerships, or new rewards. The scale of loyalty ecosystems can vary. Some are global with millions of customers. Others are local or niche, serving specific communities. Small businesses can also benefit from ecosystem thinking. They may partner with other local businesses to offer joint rewards. This builds community loyalty and cross-promotion. Loyalty ecosystems contribute to broader business goals. They support customer retention, acquisition, and brand differentiation. They enhance customer experience and lifetime value. They also drive innovation by encouraging collaboration and data sharing. They create new revenue streams through partnerships. As business moves into the digital age, loyalty ecosystems will grow in importance. Consumers expect seamless experiences across devices and channels. They want brands to understand them deeply. Emerging technologies will shape loyalty ecosystems. Artificial intelligence will enable smarter personalization. Blockchain may enhance transparency and security. The Internet of Things will create new interaction points. Sustainability and social responsibility are becoming key themes. Loyalty ecosystems may reward customers for eco-friendly choices or social good. This aligns business goals with values of customers and society. The future of loyalty ecosystems is bright and full of promise. They offer a way to build strong, lasting relationships in a complex world. They help businesses thrive by creating real value for customers and partners. In conclusion, loyalty ecosystems represent a profound shift in how companies engage customers. They move beyond transactions to build communities and shared value. They connect brands, partners, and customers in dynamic, evolving systems. They leverage technology, data, and collaboration to create meaningful experiences. For business leaders, loyalty ecosystems offer a path to sustainable growth and competitive advantage. They require vision, investment, and a customer-centric mindset. They demand trust, relevance, and innovation. For customers, Loyalty ecosystems mean more than discounts. They mean connection, recognition, and reward. They mean being part of something bigger. Loyalty ecosystems tell a story of partnership and progress. They show that in business, loyalty is not just given, it is earned through care, value, and connection. This is the heart of business relationships today and tomorrow. In the world of business, understanding what is happening at every moment is vital. The faster a company can learn from its actions, the better it can grow. This constant learning and improvement is the core of what we call real-time feedback loops. Real-time feedback loops are systems that gather information immediately after an action or event happens. This information is then used quickly to make decisions, changes, or improvements. The idea is simple but powerful. When a company knows how its products, services, or operations are performing right now, it can respond fast. This leads to better results. To truly grasp real-time feedback loops, we must first understand feedback itself. Feedback means getting information about how something is working. Imagine driving a car. You use feedback from the steering wheel, speed, and road to adjust your driving. Without feedback, you would not know if you are on the right path. In business, feedback has always been important. In the past, companies relied on slow feedback. They waited for sales reports, customer surveys, or quarterly results. By the time they learned what worked or failed, months might have passed. This delay meant lost opportunities and slow reactions. Real-time feedback loops change this story. They bring speed and immediacy. They capture data from customers, employees, systems, and markets right as things happen. This live information feeds into decision-making tools and people who act fast. The concept of feedback loops comes from systems theory and cybernetics. These fields study how systems self-regulate. A feedback loop has three parts. First, an action or event. Second, measurement or observation of that action. Third, adjustment based on the observation. When this cycle happens quickly and continuously, it becomes a real-time feedback loop. This loop keeps the system aligned with its goals and allows it to adapt to change. In business, real-time feedback loops can apply to many areas. They can be found in product development, customer service, operations, marketing, and employee management. Each area uses feedback to improve performance and create value. Let us look at product development. Here, real-time feedback loops help companies understand how customers use products. Sensors, apps, or online platforms gather data on performance and user behavior. This data is analyzed immediately. If a problem is found, engineers fix it fast. If customers want new features, designers add them quickly. This leads to better products and happier customers. Customer service is another area. Real-time feedback loops capture customer reactions through live chat, social media, or surveys after support calls. Companies use this feedback to train staff, improve processes, and solve issues faster. This leads to higher customer satisfaction. In operations, real-time feedback loops monitor machines, supply chains, and workflows. Sensors detect breakdowns, delays, or inefficiencies. Managers get alerts and can act immediately to prevent problems. This reduces costs and downtime. Marketing uses real-time feedback to track campaigns. Digital ads show who clicks, watches, or buys. Marketers adjust messages and budgets based on this live data. This increases return on investment and reach. Employee management benefits too. Real-time feedback comes from performance tools, peer reviews, and pulse surveys. Leaders get insights into morale, productivity, and engagement. They can support teams and address issues without delay. Real-time feedback loops rely on technology. Sensors, mobile devices, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and big data analytics make it possible. These tools collect, process, and deliver data instantly. The rise of the internet and connected devices, known as the Internet of Things, has greatly expanded real-time feedback. Now products, machines, and customers are connected. They send constant signals that inform business decisions. Software platforms integrate these data streams. They provide dashboards and alerts for managers. They allow automated responses to common problems. The benefits of real-time feedback loops are many. They increase speed and agility. Companies can test ideas quickly and learn what works. They reduce risk by catching problems early. They improve customer experiences by responding to needs immediately. They boost innovation by encouraging experimentation and rapid learning. Real-time feedback loops also improve employee engagement. When workers see their input matters and leads to action, they feel valued. This creates a positive culture. Let us now consider some case studies that show real-time feedback loops in action. Amazon is a leader in using real-time feedback. The company tracks customer behavior on its website continuously. It monitors what people click, search, and buy. This data feeds algorithms that personalize recommendations instantly. Amazon also collects feedback on deliveries and product reviews in real time. This helps improve logistics and product quality quickly. The result is a smooth, customer-centered experience that drives loyalty. Another example is Netflix. Netflix uses real-time feedback to understand viewer preferences. It gathers data on what people watch, when, and how. This information guides content creation and recommendation engines. If a show is popular, Netflix promotes it more. If viewers drop off, it investigates why. The feedback loop allows Netflix to keep audiences engaged and innovate in entertainment. In manufacturing, Toyota has long used feedback loops in its famous Toyota production system. Sensors and workers monitor quality and processes continuously. Problems are addressed immediately through a method called and-on. This real-time feedback ensures high quality and efficiency. Zappos, the online shoe retailer, uses real-time feedback from customer service calls and social media. The company empowers employees to respond to customer needs immediately. Feedback is shared quickly across teams to improve service. Implementing real-time feedback loops requires careful planning. First, companies must identify key metrics to measure. These metrics should reflect business goals and customer values. Second, they must invest in technology to capture and analyze data. Third, they need processes and teams ready to act on feedback promptly. Fourth, they must build a culture that values transparency, learning, and agility. Challenges exist. Data quality can be an issue. Companies must ensure accuracy and relevance. Privacy and security are critical concerns. Customers and employees must trust that their information is protected. There can be information overload. Decision makers need tools to filter and focus on what matters. Another challenge is change management. Real-time feedback demands faster decision-making and more flexibility. This can be difficult for traditional organizations. Leadership must support a mindset shift toward continuous learning and improvement. Despite these challenges, the rewards are worth it. Companies that master real-time feedback loops gain a competitive edge. They stay close to customers and markets. They innovate faster and operate more efficiently. Real-time feedback loops also help companies respond to crises. During the COVID-19 pandemic, businesses used real-time data to adapt quickly. Restaurants shifted to delivery models. Retailers enhanced online experiences. Manufacturers adjusted supply chains. Real-time feedback made this possible. Looking ahead, real-time feedback loops will become even more central. Advances in artificial intelligence will make data interpretation smarter. Automation will allow faster responses without human delay. New sensors and devices will increase data sources. Ethical considerations will grow. Companies must use feedback responsibly. They should avoid manipulation or surveillance. They should balance data use with respect for privacy. Real-time feedback loops also support sustainability goals. Companies monitor energy use, waste, and emissions in real time. They adjust operations to reduce environmental impact. Customers can see their own impact and make informed choices. In marketing, real-time feedback supports personalized experiences at scale. Brands create dynamic content that changes based on customer behavior. This creates relevance and engagement. In human resources, real-time feedback supports continuous performance management. Employees receive frequent, constructive feedback. This improves skills and motivation. Education and training benefit too. Real-time feedback helps learners understand progress and areas for improvement. It allows instructors to tailor teaching. The principles of real-time feedback loops are universal. They apply to any system that seeks to improve and adapt. Businesses that embrace these principles are better prepared for the future. In summary, real-time feedback loops are the heartbeat of modern business success. They provide constant, immediate information that drives decisions and actions. They connect customers, employees, and operations in a living system of learning. Real-time feedback loops increase speed, reduce risk, improve experience, and boost innovation. They rely on technology, data, and culture. They require leadership and collaboration. Through real-time feedback loops, companies create value not just for themselves, but for their customers and society. They build trust, loyalty, and resilience. In a world of rapid change, real-time feedback loops offer a path to stay relevant and competitive. They turn information into action. They make business a living conversation between companies and those they serve. In the world of business, change is constant. Markets shift, technologies evolve, customer needs grow. To keep up, companies must innovate. They must find new ways to create value. One powerful way to do this is through partnerships, but not just any partnerships. Cross-industry partnerships. Cross-industry partnerships happen when companies from different sectors work together. They join forces to achieve something neither could do alone. This kind of collaboration breaks old boundaries. It blends ideas, skills, and resources in new ways. Imagine a car company teaming up with a technology firm, or a healthcare provider working with a retail chain. These partnerships open doors to innovation. They create unique products and services. They help companies reach new customers. They solve complex problems. To fully understand cross-industry partnerships, we need to start with the meaning of partnerships in business. A partnership is a relationship where two or more parties agree to work together. They share risks and rewards. They combine strengths to achieve common goals. Partnerships have existed for centuries, but the business world today is more connected than ever. Globalization and digital technology bring industries closer. They create new chances to collaborate. Cross-industry partnerships are special. They are not about competitors or companies in the same market. They are about bridging gaps between different fields. This creates fresh perspectives. For example, a bank partnering with a mobile app developer can create new financial services. A fashion brand working with a tech startup can produce smart clothing. A food company joining with a delivery service can change how meals reach customers. These partnerships bring many benefits. They help companies access new markets and customers. They share costs and reduce risks. They combine talents and knowledge. They speed up innovation. At the same time, cross-industry partnerships face challenges. Different industries have different cultures, languages, and ways of working. Aligning goals and expectations can be tough. Communication may be difficult. Trust takes time to build. Success requires clear vision and leadership. It demands openness and flexibility. It needs strong management and clear agreements. Let us explore the history and rise of cross-industry partnerships. In the past, companies mostly focused on their own industries. They built deep expertise and competed within their sectors. Collaboration was often limited to suppliers and distributors. With the rise of digital technology and globalization, this changed. Companies realized that innovation often comes from outside their own walls. They sought partnerships across fields to combine strengths. One early example is the collaboration between automotive companies and technology firms. As cars became more complex with software and electronics, these industries had to work together. Another example is the health and wellness sector partnering with technology and retail. Fitness trackers, health apps, and personalized nutrition emerged from such alliances. Cross-industry partnerships became a way to survive and thrive in a fast-changing world. To understand how these partnerships work, it is helpful to look at the types of cross-industry partnerships. One type is co-creation. Companies from different sectors jointly develop new products or services. They combine their expertise to design something unique. For example, a sportswear brand might work with a materials science company to create new fabrics. Another type is market access. A company uses a partner's channels or customer base to reach new audiences. For instance, a food brand might team up with a popular delivery app to reach more customers. There is also knowledge sharing. Partners exchange insights and data to improve their businesses. For example, a retailer might share consumer data with a tech company to develop better shopping experiences. Sometimes partnerships are about joint ventures. Companies create a new entity to pursue shared goals. This often happens in large, complex projects. Cross-industry partnerships can also be strategic alliances. Companies keep their independence, but collaborate closely on certain activities. Understanding these types helps companies choose the right approach. The benefits of cross-industry partnerships are many. First, they spur innovation. Combining different skills and perspectives creates new ideas. Fresh thinking often happens at the intersection of fields. Second, they reduce costs and risks. Sharing investment and resources makes projects more manageable. Third, they open new markets. Partners bring access to customers, channels, and geographies that were previously unavailable. Fourth, they improve agility. Partnerships enable faster response to market changes. Fifth, they enhance brand value. Companies seen as innovative and collaborative gain trust and loyalty. Let us consider some real examples to make this clearer. One famous case is the partnership between Nike and Apple. These two companies come from very different industries, sportswear and technology. Yet they joined forces to create the Nike Plus platform. This allowed runners to track their workouts using Apple devices connected to Nike shoes. This partnership blended hardware, software, and sports to create a new experience. It changed how people think about fitness. Another example is the collaboration between Starbucks and Spotify. Starbucks is a coffee retailer, and Spotify is a music streaming service. Together, they created a unique experience where Starbucks customers could influence the music played in stores through the Spotify app. This cross-industry partnership enhanced customer engagement and brand loyalty for both companies. A third example is the partnership between General Electric and Intel. GE is an industrial giant, and Intel is a leader in semiconductors. They collaborated to develop smart machines with embedded sensors and advanced computing. This created new industrial Internet of Things solutions that transformed manufacturing. These examples show how cross-industry partnerships can create value by blending strengths. However, forming and managing these partnerships is not easy. One challenge is aligning goals. Partners must agree on what they want to achieve. Differences in priorities can cause friction. Another challenge is cultural differences. Companies from different industries may have distinct work styles, communication methods, and decision-making processes. Trust is critical, but takes time. Partners must share information openly while protecting their interests. Legal and regulatory issues can arise, especially when industries have different rules. Managing intellectual property rights is important. Partners need clear agreements on who owns innovations and data. Effective communication is vital. Regular, transparent dialogue helps prevent misunderstandings. Leadership matters. Successful partnerships have strong champions who guide and support the collaboration. Technology also plays a key role. Digital platforms can facilitate collaboration, data sharing, and project management. To build successful cross-industry partnerships, companies should follow several key steps. First, identify complementary strengths. Partners should bring unique assets or expertise. Second, define shared goals clearly. Both parties must understand and commit to common objectives. Third, establish governance structures. Define roles, decision rights, and conflict resolution processes. Fourth, invest in relationship building. Trust grows through interaction and shared success. Fifth, create mechanisms for knowledge sharing. Tools and processes to exchange ideas and data are essential. Sixth, remain flexible. Markets change and partnerships must adapt. Seventh, measure progress. Use metrics to track results and adjust strategies. The value of these partnerships often goes beyond immediate business goals. They can spark new ecosystems of innovation. They can drive social and environmental impact. They can create new industries. Consider the partnership between Tesla and Panasonic. Tesla is an electric vehicle maker, and Panasonic is a battery manufacturer. Their collaboration accelerated the development of electric cars and renewable energy storage. This cross-industry partnership helped drive the global shift towards sustainability. In healthcare, partnerships between hospitals and tech companies have led to breakthroughs in telemedicine and personalized care. These alliances improve access and quality. In the financial sector, banks and fintech startups work together to deliver digital banking solutions. This makes financial services more inclusive and convenient. Cross-industry partnerships also play a role in addressing global challenges. Climate change, public health, and poverty require cooperation across sectors. Businesses partnering with governments, non-profits, and academia can create powerful solutions. A strong example is the alliance between the food industry and technology firms to reduce food waste. Smart packaging and supply chain tracking help lower losses and improve efficiency. Looking forward, cross-industry partnerships will grow in importance. The pace of change demands collaboration. No company can master every field alone. Emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, and 5G create new opportunities. They require expertise from many sectors. Consumer expectations evolve. People want experiences that blend products and services seamlessly. Cross-industry partnerships make this possible. Sustainability and social responsibility will shape partnerships. Businesses must work together to create positive impact. Education and skill development will benefit from partnerships. Companies in different fields can create innovative learning platforms. The future is one of interconnected industries. The walls between sectors will continue to blur. In this environment, companies that embrace cross-industry partnerships will lead. They will innovate faster, reach wider markets, and create lasting value. In summary, cross-industry partnerships are a journey beyond traditional boundaries. They bring together different industries to create new opportunities. They blend knowledge, resources, and markets. They face challenges but offer great rewards. For business leaders, understanding and leveraging these partnerships is essential. They require vision, trust, and strong management. For customers and society, cross-industry partnerships bring new products, better services, and positive change. In a world of complexity and rapid change, cross-industry partnerships are not just a choice. They are a necessity. They are the future of business collaboration. The world of work is changing faster than ever before. New technologies, global shifts, and changing expectations shape how people and companies think about work. One of the most important changes in recent years is the rise of flexible work models. Flexible work models mean letting employees have more choice over where, when, and how they work. These models break away from the old idea that everyone must work 9 to 5 in a single office every day. Instead, they offer freedom and trust. They focus on results, not hours. To understand flexible work models, we must first see why they matter. Work is a large part of our lives. It shapes our time, well-being, and identity. Traditional work patterns often cause stress and limit balance between personal and professional life. Flexible work models aim to fix this. They recognize that people have different needs and lives. They allow work to fit into life rather than life fitting into work. At the same time, companies face new challenges. Talent competition is fierce. Employees want more than just a paycheck. They want purpose, flexibility, and respect. Businesses that offer flexible work have an edge in attracting and keeping great people. Flexible work models also respond to technology. High-speed internet, smartphones, cloud software, and video calls make remote and flexible work possible. Workers no longer need to be tied to a desk or office. But flexible work is more than just working from home or having a later start time. It is a mindset. It values trust, autonomy, and communication. It encourages collaboration even when people are apart. To explore flexible work models in detail, we can start by looking at their key types. One common form is remote work. Employees do their jobs outside the office, often from home or other locations. This model reduces commute time and allows work in comfortable environments. Another type is flexible hours or flex time. Employees choose when to start and end their workday within certain limits. This helps people balance work with family, health, or other activities. Compressed work weeks are also flexible models. For example, instead of 5 8-hour days, employees work 4 10-hour days. This gives them a longer weekend or an extra day off. Job sharing is a model where 2 or more people share the responsibilities of one full-time position. This allows reduced hours while maintaining coverage and skills. Hybrid models combine office and remote work. Employees spend some days in the office and others working elsewhere. This blends social interaction with flexibility. These types can be mixed and matched depending on company needs and employee preferences. Flexible work models have deep roots. Even before digital technology, some industries offered flexible arrangements. Farmers, freelancers, and artists often set their own hours, but the rise of industrialization brought strict schedules and factory work. The office culture of the 20th century reinforced fixed hours and presence. Managers believed that seeing employees at their desks meant productivity. In recent decades, Shifts in culture and technology challenged this. Studies showed that people are often more productive when trusted to manage their time. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated this trend by forcing remote work worldwide. Let us explore the many benefits of flexible work models. First, they improve employee satisfaction. When people control their work environment and schedule, stress lowers. They feel respected and trusted. This boosts morale and loyalty. Second, flexible work improves work-life balance. Employees can attend to family needs, health, and personal interests without sacrificing careers. Third, flexible work can increase productivity. Without long commutes or office distractions, many people focus better. Fourth, flexible models expand talent pools. Companies can hire people from different regions or those with caregiving duties who need flexible hours. Fifth, flexible work reduces costs. Less office space and utilities are needed. Employees save on travel expenses. Sixth, flexible work supports diversity and inclusion. It allows people with disabilities, parents, or others with special needs to participate fully. Despite these benefits, flexible work also presents challenges. One challenge is communication. When teams are not physically together, misunderstandings can happen. Building trust requires more deliberate effort. Another challenge is managing performance. Without seeing people at work, managers must focus on outcomes and deliverables. Technology issues can arise. Not all employees have reliable internet or quiet workspaces. There's a risk of isolation and loneliness. Employees may miss social interaction and informal chats. Work and personal life can blur. Some employees struggle to switch off and rest. Company culture can suffer if not adapted for remote or flexible work. To address these challenges, companies must be thoughtful. Strong communication tools and habits are key. Video calls, chat platforms, and regular check-ins help keep teams connected. Managers need training to lead remote and flexible teams. They should set clear expectations and trust employees. Providing technology support and resources is critical. Creating virtual social events or occasional office days helps reduce isolation. Encouraging boundaries between work and life protects well-being. Flexible work is not just about policies. It requires culture change. Trust is the foundation. Employees must feel trusted to do their jobs without constant supervision. Transparency and openness build this trust. Leadership plays a big role. Leaders must model flexible behaviors and support employees. Policies should be clear but flexible enough to adapt. Let us consider some case studies to understand how companies implement flexible work models. One example is Microsoft. The company offers hybrid work, allowing employees to choose where to work. It has invested heavily in collaboration tools and encourages managers to focus on results, not hours. Microsoft reports improved employee engagement and innovation from this approach. Another example is Unilever. The company supports flexible hours and remote work worldwide. It provides training for managers and employees on managing flexible teams. Unilever emphasizes well-being and work-life balance. The result has been higher retention and productivity. GitLab, a fully remote company, is a pioneer in flexible work. Its employees work from different countries and time zones. The company uses detailed documentation and asynchronous communication. GitLab values transparency and inclusion, making remote work a strength. Salesforce offers flexible work options including remote, hybrid, and flexible hours. It promotes mental health and provides resources for employees to manage work-life balance. Salesforce's approach has attracted top talent and improved business results. These examples show flexible work models can succeed in many contexts. The future of flexible work models looks bright. Trends and technologies will deepen these changes. Artificial intelligence will help manage workflows and personalize work experiences. Virtual reality may create immersive remote meetings. More companies will embrace hybrid and remote models as standard. Policies will evolve to support diversity and mental health. Flexible work will become a key part of employer branding. Governments may update labor laws to protect flexible workers. Flexible work models will also contribute to sustainability. Reduced commuting lowers emissions. Digital collaboration reduces the need for travel. Employees may move to less crowded areas, balancing urban growth. Flexible work supports resilience. Companies can continue operations in crises by shifting work locations. In education, flexible models help lifelong learning and skill development. Employees can learn while working. Flexible work is not without limits. Some jobs require physical presence or close teamwork. Safety and regulations matter. The best approach balances flexibility with operational needs. In conclusion, flexible work models represent a fundamental shift in how we think about work. They give people freedom and trust. They help companies attract, retain, and motivate talent. They increase productivity and innovation. They support well-being and inclusion. They prepare businesses for the future. Flexible work is a journey, not a destination. It requires effort, openness, and courage. Companies that embrace this journey create workplaces where people can thrive. In a world that moves faster and demands more, flexible work models offer a path to balance, growth, and success. In business, desire is powerful. It drives customers to choose one product over another. It can spark urgency and action. One of the oldest and most effective ways to create desire is scarcity. Scarcity means something is rare or limited. When people think something is scarce, they want it more. This is the heart of strategic scarcity tactics. Strategic scarcity tactics are deliberate moves by companies. They create or highlight limits to a product or service. These limits increase demand and value. Scarcity triggers emotions like fear of missing out. It can boost sales and brand strength. To fully understand strategic scarcity tactics, we must explore their meaning, types, psychology, benefits, risks, and real business examples. This story will guide you through all these layers gently and clearly. Scarcity is a natural human reaction. Since ancient times, humans valued rare things. Water in a desert is more precious than in a river. A rare stone or a unique painting feels special. In business, scarcity works the same way. When something is in short supply, it becomes more attractive. People feel urgency. They want to act before the chance is gone. The idea of scarcity is rooted in economics. Scarcity means resources are limited, but wants are unlimited. This basic truth shapes markets and prices. Marketers and businesses learn to use scarcity as a tool. By creating limits, they can increase demand. This is not about deception. It is about smart, fair strategies to manage supply and customer interest. Strategic scarcity tactics can take many forms. Some limit quantity, others limit time, some limit access. Each type has a different impact. Quantity scarcity means only a small number of products are available. This can be real, like limited edition sneakers, or it can be perceived like a message saying only a few left. Time scarcity creates a deadline. Sales end soon, offers expire. Flash sales are examples. They push customers to act fast. Access scarcity means only certain people can buy or use something. Early access or VIP offers are examples. This creates exclusivity. Scarcity can also be linked to experience. For example, a concert with limited seats or a restaurant with a reservation-only policy. These tactics work because of human psychology. People do not like losing opportunities. Loss aversion makes scarcity powerful. It is stronger than the desire for gain. Scarcity also sparks competition. When items are limited, people compete to get them. This can drive demand higher. Fear of missing out, or FOMO, is a modern term for this feeling. Social media has amplified it. Scarcity triggers FOMO, encouraging quicker decisions. Scarcity creates a perception of value. Rare items feel more valuable. Limited availability suggests quality or status. Companies use scarcity not only to sell, but also to build brand image. Luxury brands rely heavily on scarcity. They produce fewer products to keep exclusivity. However, strategic scarcity tactics must be used carefully. If customers feel tricked or cheated, trust can break. Scarcity must be honest and genuine. Let us explore the benefits of using scarcity strategies in business. First, scarcity increases demand. When products seem limited, more people want them. This can lead to faster sales. Second, scarcity can justify higher prices. Limited supply often means higher value. Customers are willing to pay more. Third, scarcity helps manage inventory. It prevents overproduction and waste. Fourth, scarcity builds excitement and buzz. It can create media attention and social sharing. Fifth, scarcity encourages customer loyalty. Fans who get limited items feel special and connected. Sixth, scarcity helps companies differentiate their offerings. Unique products stand out in crowded markets. While these benefits are strong, there are risks. Overusing scarcity can lead to skepticism. If every product claims to be scarce, customers stop believing. Artificial or false scarcity is risky. It may boost short-term sales but harms reputation. Scarcity can alienate customers who miss out. They may feel disappointed or frustrated. Scarcity tactics require balance. Honesty and transparency are vital. Communicating clearly helps maintain trust. Now, let us look at real-world examples of strategic scarcity tactics. One famous example is Apple. When Apple launches a new iPhone, supply is often limited at first. This creates long lines and high demand. People want the latest phone immediately. Apple uses real scarcity through production limits and marketing. This builds excitement and strong sales. Another example is Supreme, the streetwear brand. Supreme releases limited quantities of products. Each drop is limited in number and time. Fans line up to buy exclusive items. This scarcity makes Supreme a cult brand. The company rarely discounts its products, keeping value high. Luxury brands like Rolex and Hermes use scarcity to keep exclusivity. They produce watches and bags in limited quantities. This scarcity maintains their premium prices and status. In the automotive industry, Tesla has used scarcity with its limited edition cars and features. Special colors or packages are available only in small numbers. This encourages early orders. In the entertainment industry, tickets for concerts and sports events are often scarce. Promoters release limited numbers to drive demand. Fans compete fiercely for seats. These case studies show scarcity can work across industries. To use scarcity tactics effectively, companies should follow key principles. First, scarcity must be real or credible. Fake claims damage reputation. Second, scarcity should fit the brand and product. Luxury brands can use exclusivity, but mass brands may need different approaches. Third, communication is critical. Customers must understand limits clearly. Fourth, scarcity tactics should be part of a broader strategy. They work best with strong branding and quality. Fifth, companies should monitor customer reactions and feedback. Technology also enables new forms of scarcity. Digital limited editions and time-sensitive offers are common online. E-commerce platforms use countdown timers and stock alerts to create urgency. Social media amplifies scarcity by sharing limited offers quickly. Influencers promote scarce items, increasing desire. In recent years, the concept of scarcity has expanded to digital goods and services. Non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, are a good example. NFTs are unique digital assets. Their scarcity is guaranteed by blockchain technology. This creates value in the digital world. Subscription services sometimes use scarcity to attract sign-ups. Early bird offers or limited slots encourage faster decisions. Scarcity tactics can also influence B2B markets. Limited consulting spots or product releases can create demand. Behavioral economics supports the power of scarcity. Studies show that scarcity increases perceived value. People are willing to pay more and decide faster. However, companies should be mindful of ethical considerations. Scarcity should not exploit or deceive vulnerable customers. It should enhance customer experience and satisfaction. In conclusion, strategic scarcity tactics are a powerful tool in business. They create desire and urgency. They help companies stand out and build strong brands. When used honestly and thoughtfully, scarcity boosts sales, loyalty, and value. Scarcity is both an art and a science. It requires understanding human psychology and market dynamics. It calls for careful planning and execution. In a world full of choices, scarcity guides customers to act. It makes products special and meaningful. Companies that master strategic scarcity tactics will thrive. They will create deeper connections with customers. They will build lasting success. The story of scarcity is the story of human desire. It is a timeless tool that continues to shape markets and business today. In the world of business, communication is everything. How a brand talks to its audience can make or break its success. In recent years, a new way of connecting has grown stronger and stronger. This is the world of user-generated content campaigns. These campaigns use the voices, stories, and creativity of customers themselves to shape the brand's story. User-generated content means any content created by people outside the company. It could be photos, videos, reviews, comments, or social posts. When brands invite their customers to share their own content, they tap into a powerful force. This force is authentic, trusted, and engaging. User-generated content campaigns are not just about saving money on advertising. They're about creating real connections. When customers create content, they become part of the brand's journey. This creates loyalty and trust. It also builds a community around the brand. To understand user-generated content campaigns deeply, we need to explore several areas. What is user-generated content? Why does it matter? How do brands create successful campaigns? What are the benefits and challenges? And finally, how do these campaigns shape the future of marketing? Let us begin with the basic idea. User-generated content, or UGC, comes from users. These users are usually customers, fans, or followers. They create content inspired by the brand or product. This content is shared on social media, websites, or other channels. This content can be anything. A photo of a person wearing a new jacket, a video showing how a blender works, a review about a hotel stay, a blog post telling a story about a favorite coffee shop. What makes UGC different from traditional advertising is its source. It is not made by the brand's marketing team. It is made by real people, real voices, real experiences. This authenticity makes UGC powerful. People trust other people more than they trust companies. This trust is crucial in today's market. Where consumers face endless choices and constant ads, genuine content stands out. User-generated content campaigns are planned efforts by companies. They encourage customers to create and share content. These campaigns often have themes or contests. They may use hashtags to gather content on social media. The brand might highlight the best contributions on their official pages. Now we see why brands care so much about UGC campaigns. First, these campaigns engage customers deeply. They turn passive buyers into active creators. Second, UGC expands brand reach. When customers share content, their friends and followers see it. This spreads the brand's message far and wide, often at little cost. Third, UGC builds trust. Potential customers see real people using and enjoying products. This social proof reduces doubts and encourages purchases. Fourth, UGC creates a sense of community. Customers feel part of something bigger than a transaction. This strengthens loyalty. Fifth, UGC provides fresh content. Brands benefit from a constant stream of new photos, videos, and stories without creating everything themselves. The power of UGC campaigns is backed by research. Studies show that consumers trust peer reviews and recommendations more than traditional ads. According to Nielsen, over 80% of people say they trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. Data from the Digital Marketing Institute reveals that user-generated content results in higher engagement rates than brand-created content. This engagement leads to better brand awareness and sales. Social media platforms are ideal for UGC. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube all thrive on user content. Hashtags and tagging make it easy to collect and showcase UGC. But how do brands start a successful user-generated content campaign? The process involves careful planning and genuine interaction. The first step is setting clear goals. Brands must know what they want to achieve. Is it more sales? Greater brand awareness? Building a community? The goals shape the campaign design. Next is understanding the audience. What motivates them? What platforms do they use? What type of content do they like to create? Then comes the campaign idea. The campaign must be simple, fun, and easy to participate in. It should inspire creativity and genuine expression. Brands often use contests or challenges. For example, a clothing brand might ask customers to share photos wearing their clothes with a special hashtag. The best entries might win prizes or be featured on the brand's page. Another approach is asking customers to share stories. A travel company might invite people to post memories from their trips. Some brands ask for product reviews or tutorials. This type of UGC helps educate other customers. Clear guidelines help participants understand what is expected. This includes rules about content type, quality, and appropriate behavior. Promotion is key. Brands must use their channels to announce the campaign. Influencers and loyal customers can help spread the word. Once content starts coming in, brands should engage actively. Liking, commenting, and sharing customer posts makes participants feel valued. Highlighting the best UGC on official brand pages motivates more participation. Measuring success is essential. Brands track metrics like number of submissions, reach, engagement, and sales impact. Let us consider some examples to see user-generated content campaigns in action. GoPro, the camera company, is a classic case. They encourage users to share videos taken with their cameras. These videos show exciting adventures and real moments. GoPro then features the best clips in its marketing. This creates a cycle of inspiration and sharing. Starbucks ran a campaign inviting customers to share photos of their custom drinks with a special hashtag. The campaign generated thousands of posts, spreading brand awareness globally. Coca-Cola's Share a Coke campaign personalized bottles with names and invited people to share photos of their bottles. This simple idea led to a flood of UGC and a boost in sales. Airbnb often features guest photos and stories. This content makes the brand feel personal and trustworthy. These examples show the variety and effectiveness of UGC campaigns. Benefits are many, but challenges exist too. One challenge is quality control. User content varies in quality and style. Brands must balance freedom and standards. Another challenge is managing negative content. Not all UGC is positive. Brands must respond carefully to criticism. Privacy concerns matter. Brands need permission to use customer content. There is also the risk of fatigue. If campaigns are too frequent or repetitive, customers lose interest. To overcome these challenges, brands must be respectful, transparent, and creative. Building long-term relationships with customers strengthens UGC campaigns. Repeat campaigns with fresh ideas keep audiences engaged. Technology supports UGC efforts. Platforms like Tint, Yotpo, and Olapic help brands collect, manage, and display user content. Artificial intelligence is used to filter and organize content quickly. Looking ahead, user-generated content campaigns will grow in importance. Consumers want authentic experiences. They want to be heard and seen. Brands that embrace UGC show humility and openness. They invite customers to co-create their stories. This approach builds trust in a world where people are wary of ads. UGC also aligns with trends toward community marketing and social commerce. The future will see more integration of UGC in shopping experiences. Imagine buying a product after watching dozens of real customer videos, or seeing reviews from friends directly on shopping sites. Virtual and augmented reality will enhance UGC. Customers might create immersive content or virtual try-ons. User-generated content campaigns are not just marketing tactics. They are relationships. They are conversations. They are shared stories. In the end, business is about people. When brands listen to their customers and let them speak, magic happens. This magic creates brands that last, brands that matter, brands that connect deeply with their audience. User-generated content campaigns are the key to this magic. They turn customers into storytellers and brands into communities. The journey of user-generated content campaigns is still unfolding. As technology and culture evolve, so will the ways brands and customers connect. But one truth remains: people trust people. Stories told by real voices carry power no advertisement can match. By embracing user-generated content campaigns, businesses invite this power into their hearts. They open doors to authenticity, trust, and growth. This is the future of brand building. This is the art of letting customers speak. In today's fast-changing business world, how we meet and share ideas has transformed. Traditional meetings, conferences, and events once happened in physical places. People traveled, gathered in halls, and connected face-to-face. These moments were important. They built relationships and trust. They inspired creativity and business growth. Then technology changed everything. The rise of the internet brought new ways to communicate. Video calls and webinars made it possible to meet without leaving home. Suddenly, distance was no barrier. The world felt smaller. Connections became easier. But these virtual events had limits. They lacked some magic of being physically together. The smiles, handshakes, and casual chats could not be fully replaced. People missed the energy of live interaction. Now, a new form of event has grown to bridge the old and the new. These are virtual hybrid events. They combine the best of both worlds. They mix live, in-person experiences with online participation. This blend creates fresh opportunities and new challenges. Understanding virtual hybrid events means seeing how they work, why they matter, and how they can be done well. It means knowing their history, the technology behind them, and the human feelings they touch. It means looking at how businesses use them to grow, connect, and innovate. Virtual hybrid events are gatherings that happen partly in a physical place and partly online at the same time. Some people are in a venue. Others join from their homes or offices using computers or phones. Everyone shares the experience live, even if they are miles apart. Imagine a conference. A stage is set in a large hall. Speakers stand before an audience. Cameras capture everything and stream it online. Remote viewers watch, listen, and sometimes ask questions. Some attend workshops on site. Others join breakout sessions online. This is a virtual hybrid event. This new form of event is more than a simple mix. It creates a new kind of meeting space. It offers flexibility. It expands reach. It invites inclusion. It balances presence and convenience. Virtual hybrid events did not appear overnight. Their roots trace back to early attempts at combining digital and physical gatherings. The pandemic accelerated their rise. When lockdowns forced in-person events to pause, businesses turned to virtual meetings. Over time, they found hybrid models offered a richer experience. Businesses discovered that hybrid events could keep the human touch alive. They could welcome more participants. They could gather data and insights in real time. The hybrid model became a way to stay connected despite uncertainty. Now, virtual hybrid events are a key part of business strategy. Companies use them for conferences, product launches, training sessions, networking, and more. They help brands build community and grow markets. Why do virtual hybrid events matter so much today? First, they overcome distance. Not everyone can travel. Hybrid events allow people from anywhere to join. This opens doors for global collaboration. Second, hybrid events increase flexibility. Attendees choose how to participate. They can be on-site or online. They can watch live or later. This respect for choice improves satisfaction. Third, hybrid events can lower costs. Travel, accommodation, and venue expenses shrink. Companies save money while reaching more people. Fourth, hybrid events can be more inclusive. People with disabilities or family commitments find it easier to join online. This diversity enriches conversations. Fifth, hybrid events offer more data. Digital tools track engagement. Organizers learn what works and what does not. They can improve future events. Sixth, hybrid events build resilience. In uncertain times, they provide continuity. When physical events are disrupted, online options keep connections alive. The power of virtual hybrid events comes from technology. Without modern tools, these events would not be possible. Streaming platforms like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or WebEx enable live video communication. These tools let thousands watch and talk in real time. Event management software organizes registrations, schedules, and content delivery. It helps manage both in-person and online participants. Interactive tools such as polls, chats, and Kuwanda sessions boost engagement. They invite participation regardless of location. Virtual reality and augmented reality add immersive experiences. Attendees can explore virtual exhibition halls or network in digital lounges. High-quality audio and video equipment ensure clear communication. They create a sense of being present even from afar. Reliable internet connectivity is essential. It is the backbone of all hybrid events. Technology alone is not enough. The success of hybrid events depends on thoughtful planning and human touch. Organizers must design events that connect both audiences. The online experience should not feel like a second-class version. Speakers need to engage viewers in the room and online equally. Content must suit both formats. Scheduling must consider different time zones. Accessibility features must be included. Technical support should be ready to help participants. Clear instructions and rehearsals reduce problems. Communication before, during, and after the event builds trust. Attendees want to feel informed and valued. Let us explore the benefits in more detail. Reach is one of the strongest benefits. Hybrid events remove geographical barriers. A company can invite guests from many countries without travel limits. This global reach grows brand exposure and market opportunities. Cost savings are significant. Travel is expensive and time-consuming. Hybrid events reduce these expenses for both hosts and attendees. Flexibility in participation increases attendance rates. People can join without disrupting their work or family life. Inclusion grows diversity. People with physical challenges or caregiving duties can attend comfortably. Data insights allow continuous improvement. Organizers can track attendance, engagement, and feedback in real time. The environmental impact is lower. Less travel means reduced carbon footprint. Hybrid events support sustainability goals. Hybrid events encourage innovation. New formats and tools emerge. Gamification, virtual networking, and interactive content are popular, yet challenges remain. Balancing two audiences is complex. Organizers must avoid neglecting either group. Technology glitches can disrupt flow. Poor internet or equipment failures frustrate participants. Engagement can suffer online. Virtual attendees may feel disconnected or distracted. Measuring success is harder. Traditional event metrics may not capture hybrid dynamics fully. Creating a seamless experience needs expertise and investment. Despite these challenges, many companies have embraced hybrid events successfully. One example is the Consumer Electronics Show, or CES. This huge tech event moved to a hybrid format recently. Physical booths combined with online demos and live streams. This expanded reach and kept the event alive during difficult times. Another example is Microsoft Ignite. This conference offers in-person sessions in key cities and digital access globally. It provides interactive workshops, Quanda, and networking online. The hybrid model attracts more attendees than before. Salesforce's Dreamforce event also uses hybrid formats. They mix keynote speeches in person with virtual breakout sessions and community events. This combination grows their audience and engagement. These cases show that virtual hybrid events are not temporary fixes. They are strategic tools for long-term success. As hybrid events evolve, new trends emerge. Personalization is growing. Using data, events tailor content and experiences to individual needs. Hybrid events will blend physical and virtual even more. Technologies like mixed reality will create richer environments. Community building will deepen. Brands will foster ongoing conversations before and after events. Sustainability will stay important. Hybrid models reduce waste and energy use. The role of human connection remains central. Even with all technology, people want meaningful relationships. The future holds exciting possibilities for virtual hybrid events. In summary, virtual hybrid events represent a new chapter in business communication. They bring together the best of face-to-face and digital worlds. They break down barriers of distance, cost, and access. They create richer, more flexible, and more inclusive experiences. By combining technology, thoughtful design, and human warmth, hybrid events build stronger brands and communities. They offer resilience in a changing world. They invite everyone to participate. Understanding virtual hybrid events deeply equips businesses to thrive today and tomorrow. This journey is about connection, creativity, and change. It is about the power of meeting in new ways. Virtual hybrid events are not just an innovation. They are a bridge to the future of business relationships. Reverse auction pricing is a procurement method where sellers compete to offer the lowest price for goods or services, contrasting with traditional auctions where buyers bid higher prices. This approach is commonly used by large corporations and governments to procure raw materials, supplies, or services efficiently and cost-effectively. In a reverse auction, the buyer specifies the requirements for a product or service, and multiple suppliers submit bids to fulfill the contract at the lowest price. This competitive environment encourages suppliers to offer their best prices, leading to significant cost savings for the buyer. For instance, the U.S. Department of Defense employs reverse auctions to solicit bids from contractors, awarding contracts to those who can deliver the required goods or services at the lowest cost. However, reverse auctions are most effective when there are many suppliers offering similar goods or services, ensuring a competitive bidding process. In markets with few suppliers, the benefits of reverse auctions may be limited. Additionally, an overemphasis on low prices can sometimes compromise the quality of goods or services procured. Therefore, it's crucial for buyers to clearly communicate all specifications to avoid suboptimal outcomes. Overall, reverse auction pricing can lead to reduced purchase costs and time savings, making it an effective procurement strategy when applied in suitable market conditions.